Yes, we tapped in, man. It's like the Jimmy Fallon show or something, man. We tapped in. I got the gold in here. This is not an interview. We just got a bill talk about hip hop. You know, Camron and Shakur Stevenson,
It's a lot going
YGGT,
on.
YGGT, man. It's a day in Baltimore. It's a normal day, but you know, with the shaking my head emoji, if it could pop up on the screen, Baltimore's own rapper YGGT.
Yeah, that's a hell of
25
an L.
years, man. 25 years for murder, conspiracy, something with BGF or something. I don't know. It's all on the vlogs. It's all on the newspaper. Did you see it?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's a like you said, it's just shit that's unfortunate. But if they ain't never tell nobody, they telling you can't. You got to pick a side once you put your face out there in this shit, especially with
Yeah.
all this technology and the way they can just build so much shit. You see what's happening with the young thug shit. They use anything.
Yeah.
They this hip hop and culture. It just still being one foot in and one foot out. And you can't hide it like you.
Nah, yo, you can't. You can't. And you used to can hide it like in a certain sense of the game. You used to can have it in a way, but now it's like dudes is really trying to live their lyrics, which is I think is
Right.
most like is most dangerous to your growth and your development. You know what I'm saying? It's very dangerous to your growth and development because I feel like YGGT had what it takes to be a platinum recording artist. You know what I mean? I feel like he was at the door, and I feel like the type of music he was putting out was the type of records that would have went in today's music. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I
Hmm.
feel like 25 years a lot of motherfucking time, yo, in prison, in federal prison, bro. And you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Your whole life is shifted in a complete way, and the people around them. And it, like he's gonna shift the culture of the city, all types of shit.
and it's like
Just,
it
just
is.
like you,
Go ahead, I'm listening.
I was like, just like you were saying, Pusha was rocking with you, like you know what I'm saying, and try to embrace them because that's what we be needing as Baltimore artists. You know what I'm saying, to get some of the outside people. That's still some DMV shit in Virginia that's just around to network and move around with.
Yeah, and then you be talented, or you be in the streets, and you be so damn talented that you forget. You know what I mean? You forget that you doing so much shit out there, and then your miracle and them people come at the same time. Labels want you, but the
Yeah.
FBI has shown and proved that they're bigger than any label. They will stop. They will block your shit like LeBron did Iggy. They will do. They will do what they gotta do. And Tay. You know, Tay. I don't know Tay personally. I met him a couple times, you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? A couple clubs I seen him there. He was supposed to be on Raw Dope podcast early on. You know what I mean? But it after, the indictment and shit happened and he just never made it. It's one of those interviews that I really wanted bad because Shorty made real good music and
Yeah.
not knowing him personally, just the music was good. I felt like, damn, that was like a new sound, for Baltimore. And I thought when I first heard him, I thought he was with Slick and them out Cherry Hill because they the original go getters, but kind of find out he was a whole different entity on a whole nother lane. And for him to
Oh
be an
damn, I didn't
independent
even know
artist,
that.
he had like he was starting to go national. How you feel about that though, boss? Because
I'm, I mean, it's to get deep because we talking about somebody's personal life, past rap, but we talking about on hip hop. I mean, I ran into him like the same way you did a couple of times, and we chatted a few times. His energy was always straight. It wasn't like him being hot. He wasn't like one of the a young arrogant niggas. He was just doing his thing. Um, it's like I don't know who be around these people with their structures because
that's big. That's that.
yes,
I'm glad you said it because that's a big problem, yo. Entourages, bro. Them niggas downfalls.
yeah, I know a lot of times I was blessed to come up because we would have you got to keep that energy from you. I mean, we all come from that. But the niggas, which back when we was growing up, they probably protected the seeds from that shit. Like if you the meal ticket, you kind of blocked out from that shit as much as you can be. You feel me?
Yeah, I was just
So I
having a
don't be.
2 hour conversation with a young artist, man. I want you to tap into when he come home too. This guy get a legendary song. His name Dollar. He from down, like the Longwood area. He was out of that Stacks era. Recorded
Okay.
like 20 years a while back, but he on his way home. You get what
Right.
I'm saying? He on his way home. He from down that Longwood area, and he was just saying that he was just like, yo, rap was be getting caught up in shit that they shouldn't get caught up in. Because at the end of the
Yeah.
day, why is everybody in the video? If everybody in the
Right.
video and snapping photos, like boy, like you said, a gun charge, that should be the motherfuckers should take them like Big Macs and McDonald's. Certain things shouldn't happen to the star. Now the star putting in more work than the entourage. That's
Yep.
different.
I just said that shit in this joint because nowadays steppers shooters don't be stepping for real, and the version of that is they won't take a slide back to let somebody else go. They got the shit, and like you know what I'm saying, like that's how at least and people rap because we was too young to probably even hear what they was talking, but that's just the way the word got. These niggas will come from the streets, but it'd be their mans or something protecting them that put in the work. Now, like you said, it's really the artist. I think it just was happening. It's too much of reality shit, and motherfuckers forget to be an artist and be like you saying, living their raps too much and just getting programmed.
Yeah, and it's sad because I think he got kids. I think he got kids, nigga got mom, and like I said, it's victims involved in this. So by no
Right.
means necessary because trolls will come on here and start talking they troll stuff. And you know what I mean? I'm just saying it's
Yeah.
10:56, but you gotta remember one thing, boss man. This is your first time doing this with me. Like eleven
Right.
fifteen, 11:20, between close to 12, that's the troll hour. So they get on here and
Okay.
they say anything. They say anything. If you're on YouTube, 12 o'clock at night, and you want to get through something, do a live stream and the trolls will be there to holler at you. They coming all
Yeah.
they call me the troll lover because I just got to going with them one day. Then I realized how to handle a troll. They just want you to pay them some attention and fuss them out. They love it. I got
Yeah,
to
yeah, they
going
love
on
it.
them.
They love
Like,
fucking with they fuck with they love fucking with a motherfucker. That's just the generation we in. It come with it.
yeah, so I got somebody in the comments right now. They getting on to my next topic. You know what I mean? Shout out to YGGT, man. Shout out, to his
Oh
family, his
yeah, 100%.
kids. You know what I mean?
That's a
Free K, you
that's
know
a
what I
B-more
mean? Like,
legend.
I mean, the hip hop community, we don't know too much about his case, but it's public records. I'm quite sure you can read it. Like, I read it, but just shout out to him, man. I hope something happens with his though, man. He could give some of his time back. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. But I just know that's
I know
tough, bro.
as a B-more. That's why I said it's touchy because it's from the hometown. As a B-more disclaimer, ain't nobody. I mean, we would talk about this if it happened to anybody else in rap. So it's like you said, I don't know the personal details. Just overall, somebody could be listening. They might just learn and really take real shit from that shit. How to move.
I think, overall, just, before we get to the next topic and speak on it, I think, the rap, I think the rap game was really just, I think the rap game got, I think, well, like when like the days of, Mully, Bars, Trees,
Mm,
Caddy, Scar, different artists, LMS, different dudes cared more about the art than the street credibility
right,
of it. Today's rap is really based off street credibility. The younger guys don't understand when I explain to them, like, bro, I rap myself when I came from the streets. Rapping street shit wasn't acceptable in the cipher. It wasn't. It was just what you didn't talk. It was niggas was like, yo,
right,
what you talking about? That's free. You ain't, nah, yo, they don't count. Right? Am
right.
I
I just wanted to
lying?
hear some fire.
You could not talk street.
No, you ain't lying.
You had to come with bars. Like they had to be hard. Like, and then they had to be no philosophy, my last philosophy, and saying all these big words. No, you just had to be nice. And the code of the streets was kept in the streets. When you came in a cipher or you rap, you talked about music. Music was what it was about. Now the game turned into a reality TV, like Love and Hip Hop. The game is like Love and Hip Hop.
But
You know what I'm saying? It's like, go ahead.
but that goes deep too because I was like, it's funny. It's just like if this is like real life history. People only what you do now, you don't know how it's gonna affect shit later in life. You know what I'm saying? It's like like how you said his situation is gonna affect his kids. It's gonna affect his kids. You know what I'm saying? So look how I told people I was like, yo, that Biggie. I said as much as I fuck with Tupac, he really fucked rap up.
Mm.
That hit him up. Shit shouldn't have went. It went too left for what like a rap. This record was even supposed to be. I don't think you do that because when the frequencies just change off that shit. You know what I'm
Hold
saying?
up,
When the
bro.
shit
We
that's
ready to get in deep now, man. your coffee and your fine wine. Hit them up. You think fuck hip hop up?
Yeah, I love Tupac, but yeah, fuck hip hop, bro. Because the shit, the way how aggressive the record was and how it came off. All right, put it this way: when we heard Nas and Hov beef, or you can even go back to the day anybody fucking beef. The frequency of the record didn't sound like these two niggas was gonna see each other and do something. I don't even know how you respond to hit him up if you Biggie. That's probably why he ain't say nothing. Cause it's like if I ain't gonna really, if you, and I ain't gonna put this on myself when we talking about hip hop culture, because they made me change it when I got signed. But you remember when I said off the record, like I wouldn't be surprised if Big had Pac slain. Cause certain
Yeah,
shit when you say on a record, nigga, it's like this shit is past some music shit at this point.
yeah.
You know what I'm
I don't
saying?
know,
And
yo. I think
it,
he made hip hop. I think he boosts hip hop up with hit him up.
no, him as an artist himself, he changed the culture. I'm a Tupac fan. I think
Yeah,
when hit him up happened, it will put it this way because we was talking about rap because maybe that might be too harsh and I ain't backtracking. I said maybe clarify. It fucked up battle rap because you was breaking talking about battle rap.
yeah.
So what he
Ciphering and
did by
shit.
making hit him up, I think he fucked up battle rap. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas, like you got to figure the frequency of Suge going on the show just dissing. It's like yo, once you start doing that type of shit, it's shit gonna hit different when niggas is outside. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. And the only thing I be saying when because I be studying my hip hop shit, they don't never talk about it. And Vibe magazine, because they gonna just use on Tupac shit.
You might gotta cut your TV down some more. You stuttering real bad static. It's probably the TV. It's bad too. Yeah, it's bad. I can't hear you. Yeah, it's something. You might want to go out and come back in. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. It's muffling real bad. Yeah, it's muffling. I can't. I can't hear you. It's a bunch of static. Can you hear me? You hear me clear? Yeah, it's like a robot or something. Oh no, look, tap out. Look, come out, go out and come back in. Then just tap out and come right back in. Yeah, hello. Yeah, that was his phone. Probably by Stevie, but man, me and Bossman ready to get deep, man. Y'all got the tap in. He ready to come right back in, hit the link and come right back in. But yeah, we ready to get deep, bro. But again, man, free the homie YGGT, man. You know what I mean? It's a, just that's a part of Baltimore hip hop and legacy that could have went somewhere and went somewhere big. You get what I'm saying? Went somewhere far, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a fan of his music. You know what I mean? Let's get back. Let's hit him up. You back? You black?
Is it we Gucci
Yeah, it's
now?
back. It's clear as fuck now.
Yeah, you know what was happening for some reason because I heard it. Like this shit, I can't see you, but I can hear you clear. It was playing back whatever we was talking about like a little bit later. I don't know how that was working.
That's how YouTube is, man. When we work hard and grind, they get to messing with us. Me and my
Oh well.
brother keeping it the G News. They don't want us to break the mountains. They don't want to. They don't want to give me my plaque. You
Oh
know what I
no,
mean?
that
I'm what 96,000 away, but it's
that
all
algorithm shit.
ridiculous.
The
Yeah,
algorithm
you
shit will
try to get
get
the
you.
algorithm, but going back what you said, you feel as though Pac hit him up. This record was bad for hip hop.
All right, from the rap, from the battle rap aspect, because that's what you was talking about, like street
Ciphering, I was
shit.
talking
Whether
about ciphering and going at it
yeah,
deep,
and
right?
cipher. So that's why I spent off of it. It was like to clarify that. I mean, I fuck with Pac. The same song that I said that shit on, I was like, it's off the record, and I used Tupac as a hook. Um, his thoughts or however he was feeling, because that's why I said if you go back and do your shit, his first interview when he was locked up from that whole shooting shit, he never said Biggie set him up. he was just like he just mad if Yo was the king of New York and he know how he ain't come around and say it. There's a lot of shit today. We wasn't there, but I just know when that frequency get like that, if Puffy Writer set him up or did some shit, I don't know what I would have did and told my niggas to do with a nigga yelling some of that shit on the record. It was like past rap at that point. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, once shit get like that, it's like, man, this niggas protecting their life at that point.
I feel like Hit 'Em Up was the record that was when I remember that day in 1996 when I first heard it. My cousin came and got me. You get what I'm saying? And put it
Right.
on. You know what I'm saying? I remember the tape he had, the B side and the A side, Joan. He put it on. I said, "Oh my God." You know what I mean? Because I was all for Who Shot You and Drop a Gem on him. You know what I mean? But I think
Right.
Drop a Gem dropped after that same year, but dropped after Hit 'Em Up. You get what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
that was on Hell on Earth. So I was like, yo, this nigga just dissed the whole New York. And
Yeah, he's
Capone
fast
and
up.
Nori and them niggas, the only Capone and Nori and them Queens dudes, the only dudes that fought back. And that battle back then. But I felt like Pac felt like them niggas was on his mind and he let it off. He
I
came with
mean,
the
I mean that's what hip hop is, but you gotta live what you say. Like you gotta live. If you should just talk about rappers speaking, they rap in their real life. So you
yeah.
can't. You gotta be prepared. What come with that though? You know what I'm saying? It's like I think Snoop was saying he was like he tried to watch what he be saying in his raps because remember he was making Murderers a Case and saying he was like that shit really happened to him, and they be saying deep with your words is your affirmations. The same way we pray for something, you keep saying the same shit on the record. Something you bring the energy around you. And if we get in hip hop, Nas be speaking shit like that. Nigga, he's like,
No,
don't bring that shit around you.
but I, it's hard, bro, because when Pac basically said overall, he wanted he didn't want Biggie to tell him who did it, but he wanted that homeboy love that he felt like Pop and them was looking 10 carats stupid. And we all street guys, and you know how the neighborhood can get like you looking 10 carats stupid after I got shot. Y'all ain't acting like y'all riding with me or trying to put me on who did it. So it was just like with him. And then I remember that time, bro. And I know you do too. Pop was fucked up, bro. And when some of
Right,
these dudes tell a story like, bro, he just got hit with the rape charge. He got
right,
shot in his head by the police. Niggas cracking Pop was just all fucked up and all over the place. So he's sitting on San Quentin in jail, right? Just get it.
right,
He's sitting in jail. After he's sitting in jail with the off the Brenda got a baby. He's sitting in jail off the juice. He's sitting in jail off of my favorite record, Me Against the World. He's sitting in jail on Tattoo Tears, bro. He in jail when so many tears was ahead. He's in jail. Nobody, all right, Pop get shot. Think about it. We in the door. Yo, Biggie, the king of New York. These niggas can't post $1 million bail, which is 100,000 for me. And then should come get me. And then I feel like y'all had something to do with me getting shot. Whoa. That's a hit. That's a hit 'em up record. That's a hit 'em up record. Nobody can come off that hard because they wasn't feeling what he feeling. Yo, I'm hot as a motherfucker. Yo, he had remember go ahead.
you feel in some type of way because I mean we hear different people talking. So Game said something. He was running with Jimmy Hitchman. He said word that he said Pac knew who shot him, so Biggie didn't have to tell him. He was like, so he already knew. And word is he was told to stay away from them niggas. That we just speaking. I know homeboys straight up. They got the other homeboys killed after they told them was like, yo, don't go over there and go fuck with that shit. You ever see the nigga like we outside? Cause I'm from around your way. That don't mean they my homeboys. You could
Right.
bring me around your way. We could do shit. I could get some money around there, but they your homeboys. This shit been happening forever.
Yeah.
And the nigga still want to do that. You fucked up all of us. I don't know because he wasn't there. I don't know. That's how Biggie felt. And it
But
was like who shot your shit wasn't to yo, but it did
but
sound like it. So if you locked up
but
hearing all that shit,
listen,
who knows what he's
yeah,
going
who
through?
shot you
Yeah,
definitely can't convince me nothing other than
it's
that.
too. It's very coincident. It's very coincidental.
And they try to say, oh, he made a shot before that. Nah, they shouldn't have put it out. It should have got deleted, bro. Cause that made that
That's what
man
I would
feel
have
that.
said after the fact. Um, if that was really his homeboy, that shouldn't have came out. No, but if Puff wanted to put it out, I agree with that. Even if he made the record beforehand, knowing your situation, somebody should be like, "Yo, I don't know if you should put that out." I would say that. I've had people tell me that. It's like you might not want to say that. But that's what we going back. When you start putting that energy out there, fuck hip hop up. So now battle rap was over for years. You can't even battle rap and say that shit. Why that got snatched from hip hop is because niggas was like, we gotta go to war if they say something.
Yeah, now I could go for that perspective. That
That's what I mean.
he
It's like
made it
now niggas gotta go to
unfriendly.
war when you rap. If a nigga diss a nigga, you gotta
Yeah,
go to war.
yeah. Hit him up made that like that. But
Yeah,
when you say it, you don't feel like the bridge is over.
they
Started
wasn't
it.
about to go to. I mean, we don't know, but I ain't hear about niggas dying and shit over that. I
Nah,
remember
niggas
Jay
ain't
Z.
dying over it, but them dudes kind of like stayed away from each other.
Oh
You know,
yeah,
they
I mean,
wasn't running across each other in the time when BDP was, was yacking with the Juice Crew, like MC Shan and them and Sean Tate. They made diss records back and forth, but when that nigga Chaos One, sucker, and words like that was equivalent to bitch and whore
yeah,
of
100%.
today, he
But he
let
ain't say he was
MC
gonna pop
Shan
nobody.
know you's a sucker.
But also, if we getting deep, it was Sucker MC too.
Sucker MC was being called the bitch ass nigga. You a sucker MC,
You
boy.
a bitch ass
That was
nigga
a
in the
bit.
booth.
Yeah, that was saying you a bitch ass nigga. So I always thinking, then come on, man. Before that, dudes got to remember. Dudes come off and think about hit him up. I said, shit, that wasn't the worstest battle. The nigga LL Cool J and Cannabis shit. It's been some niggas getting put in their place since the beginning of time, and he ain't just this Cannabis. He just Cool Mo D when I shot you. Ice T and Cannabis all in one verse. Niggas been getting nasty for years. Pop come up out of
Yeah,
that earth. You know, he made a song that's nothing like the old school. So when he came off, he wanted to come off hard like L did, bro. That's how I feel. He was training, bro. That's a monster.
one thing I
That's
do
a
know when you
monster.
choose to pick up that shit and you rap, you don't know what can happen from it and stem from it. So you got to be prepared for anything. That's why
Yeah.
usually you try to do that. That's a. But shit, you right. At that point, that's why the
Yeah.
couple rap beats I had because I don't want to make this about me, but I called niggas first before we had to go that because I just knew if it turned up because you is taking food out of another nigga mouth. It
Yeah.
depends how much a nigga wanted. It's basically what I always use the term. You can't tell a nigga what to do after you smack them. If he want to shoot you today, he might want to fight. It ain't no you shouldn't have smacked him unless you was prepared for anything.
But the era that you came out of, right? The era that we come up out of, what makes the game softer now was that when you represented a crew or a city or rap crew, it was always the challenge of the art. You know what I
Right,
mean? Like crews kept dudes that if you wanted to be a part of the crew, you had to battle. And battling wasn't
right.
structured the way it was structured. Bitch, it was just structured of battling was like it was just, yo, come on. Yo,
But you ain't
he
heard
the
nobody
nicest
get
niggas
shot.
boss
You
man
ain't
from
heard it.
Baltimore. This
And niggas knew
T.I.
where to
from
keep it at.
yes,
That's
and
what
this
I'm saying. They
T.I.
knew where to
from
keep it just right there.
yeah, this T.I. from Atlanta. Yeah, yo, my man holla. And he go at it. Now niggas is talking about round one, two, and three. I said, bro, I was pretty good at the battle and shit. So I said, yo, that ain't battling to me. And dudes be telling me, ham, nah, this is structure. I like it. Nah, no, battling means you grab the mic, I grab the mic what Cassidy did the freeway. No, we ain't ready to keep having no referee. Man, I'm ready to go. And I feel like what Cotton did to Biggie was he went. And when you battle somebody, if I go first, I'm trying to make you not rap. And that's what he did for a while for them niggas. He made them not rap. That's how you demolish
That
them
nigga
right in the
also was
battle.
dissing the Fugees. That nigga was dissing Fugees, LO Cool. That nigga was going crazy, nigga.
He was
And
going
then,
crazy.
but then he was on it. A lot of people play that interview on MTV with him and Snoop, and he said, "Well, it's really not." He's basically saying Biggie was just a casualty of something deeper. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He was like, "It ain't really just about me and Biggie." So I don't. I mean, nobody was there. That Pac to me, I'm like, he
Only
kind of,
one was there was Keefy
I
D.
don't think, because he said Nas really talked to him and they was about to squash it. They never got to do it and he got shot, whatever. I
That's
think
what
he was
Nas
coming to
said.
his
Still,
senses.
I believe we'll always survive to my thugs. He talk
Yeah,
about that. You know what I
he
mean?
talked about
Tupac
him.
is now, nigga. I understood your style, nigga. He tell you that a lot of niggas didn't know. Nas and Biggie was yocking. You know what I mean? Tell you, kicking
Yeah,
the door was about me.
but they kept it. That's what I'm saying. That's a battle rap. That's a subliminal shit. You throw a little shot, a nigga know a shot. That shit, what they just had. was like, damn. That's why I said it fucked the battle rap aspect of rap. The shit was. That's why ain't nobody battle what and 2J and Nas. It seemed like after that
No,
shit went
50
wild.
and Ja Rule, it got brutal.
Oh
It
no,
got
but
brutal.
that's the same type of energy. That was some real street shit
That
that
was
spilled over.
brutal. That shit got brutal. And I felt like 50 when he made Wankster. I feel like when Nas did Ether, he went in that hit him up page. But everything that dropped after hit him up, niggas went in that
But
page book to
but 50
kill.
had something personal against Supreme, so I think Job was just a casualty of war because he was signed to him, and that's the only way 50 could destroy you.
Yeah.
He was like, nigga, y'all got this is
Robbing
personal
the industry ain't
between me
had
and
nothing to
you.
do with them niggas.
Yeah,
Robbing
yeah,
the industry ain't had nothing to do with nobody, bro. 50 was a
right.
hard
Nah,
motherfucker, but when he dropped Wankster, bro, it's like, hold up, this, and then Ether, and then Super Ugly, and then the Gucci Man diss with Jeezy, and I mean, Gucci coming off of murder when he made that, when he made
but
that
that's what
diss
I'm
record.
saying though. Like, I don't know if you like, and it's cool, but that's what I was saying before hit him up. I believe we could know some shit that some rappers could have had a problem and it turned in the street and he just got out of here and we don't know about it. I don't know when it was cool to know it's some shit that if we see each other shit about to go super left, I'm picking up a microphone and rapping. I ain't even that ain't we past rap, nigga. I ain't rapping about shit. I'm talking to niggas to get this shit off.
Yeah,
It
I
was some
think,
shit, you know what I'm saying? So it's like once they get to like that, I mean, they just did it. So that's what I mean. Put it this way: this shit was Kendrick and Drake ain't the same of a situation like that. But when you go back to all that shit, the Gucci shit, some street shit that really happened, you rap the Pac shit, somebody got shot first. So
yeah,
he feel enough. So that's already starting from that. But this way, Kendrick and rap Nas and Jay-Z, ain't nobody get shot or nobody shit. He knew yo fucked your baby mother, and they was just throwing shots about it. They shit wasn't even about that. It was art, like you said. Once it's some street
yeah.
shit, I don't even think it belongs on the motherfucking microphone.
Oh no, it definitely don't. It definitely don't.
That's what
Pac
it's
put
going
that
back.
out there. Pac is the originator putting the street shit on the
That's what
microphone.
I was trying to say, and I'm glad we
Yeah,
got
that's
to
a fact.
digress. I was like, damn, that shit.
He's the birth for that. He's the birth
Yeah,
for that shit. You get what I'm saying? He's the birth for
yeah.
that. It was something on the tip of my head I wanted to ask you. It was really but I feel like Pac had a reason for that, bro. You know, I'm a dude that been in the cell, and I feel like that frustration and anger. Then a nigga from the West Coast come and bail me out of jail. Yo, y'all niggas gonna get it.
I was banging that shit like you was banging it. I still bang Tupac to this day. That's why I said it. Don't get it
The
twisted. It ain't like
best.
I don't fuck with him, but you gotta understand. We just talking for real. If somebody, that's why I said I wouldn't be surprised if anything come out with this Puff shit or there was money on his head because the way yo was talking, this shit is past music, nigga.
Yeah, yeah.
Like that's what I'm trying to say. Like
No, they
this
did
ain't
that.
no
They
more
had
real.
him knocked off. Diddy had him knocked
Yeah,
off. I
and I can,
believe.
and as a man, I can
I
respect that. Like
respect it.
this shit is
Yeah,
past music, nigga.
everybody know that. Yeah, he had to.
Yeah,
It wasn't nothing else he could do, man. You know, there was a big conspiracy with that, and you know, I hurt for Pop because I just believe that you know, all of us Baltimore dudes, we feel like we know Pop, or we feel like we know our favorite artists, and I loved him so much that you know what I'm saying. I really cried when Pop died. Like he was one of the homies from around the way. I cried when Biggie died. You get what I'm saying? I felt like niggas was like niggas we knew because their music was so sacred. I still listen to Ready to Die. I'm like, yo could drop some of this shit today and it'll be relevant. Like pop
but this is
music,
my
like
shit. As
Elvis
tight as them
Presley.
niggas was, you think if they seen each other, if you put them right around each other one on one, you think anybody would have shot somebody? Fuck no.
Nah, I
They
don't think
they
so.
to figure out a way as men to figure that shit out. So I think when you to add the frustrating, he was fucked up. When you put somebody like Suge around you that's feeding you, that and you got to figure Dre left a whole label and told Suge to have a masters and everything and started his life over,
Yeah, you know,
nigga.
Dre did that because Dre was caught up in them California politics, but just
That's what I'm
imagine.
saying. So when you bring that energy to the music shit, yeah, it's gonna be some records sold, but you're gonna have your artists like Snoop catching a murder case. You're gonna have with it's like it's the frequency of some evil shit. If you want to know the truth, no matter how we slice it.
Eh, I mean, that's the game though, cause that California shit was deep. But I understood the nigga come get me. I been to jail. Nigga bail me out, bro. And I feel like niggas turned they back. Niggas come home every day like that bitter. So you know, yo came home bitter, and dudes ain't try to put that fire out. You know, a lot of us men, black men in the hood, we take shit for a gang. Like man, Biggie was a cool, slick nigga. So Biggie, like man, bro, gonna come home. We gonna give him. We gonna get him
Yeah,
right. He gonna be chilling. Hell no. Not sitting in San Quentin going through what he going through. Somebody should have told Biggie, hell no, we ain't gonna be able to holler at bro when he come home if we don't bail him out. Bro gonna be on some shit. He was
I
on
agree
some
with
shit
that. If
before
they
he
was
got
tight enough and he had
shot.
the bag, they should have
They
helped
should
him.
have did that. So all right, bet Camron responds to Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson, I'm a fan of Shakur Stevenson. I'm a fan of the sports of boxing. It wasn't the fight that I want to see because I tell people when I watch Shakur, I'm not looking for Tank. I'm not looking for, I like the winky right, so he go the distance. So a lot of fans walked out on Shakur. So, Cam and them was just conversating like they do. And Shakur had some words for him, told Mace he escaped Diddy, told Cam he was washed up, and Camron replied. And he replied because Shakur said, man, y'all niggas ain't gonna never glove up. So Cam told him he'd slap the shit out of
He said it was something
him.
even worse, not to cut you off, because I seen something when we gave him some shit. He said strap up as well. Well,
Damn.
that's what I heard Cam said. If I ain't see when he said glove up, I know Cam was responding to was like nigga,
Yeah, strap up. Yeah.
talking
Cause he
about
said
strap
y'all
up.
niggas got it fucked up. Y'all thinking this
That's what.
boxing
So it
shit
proves
too
my
far.
point again. So this is media, a nigga joking, and you know it's not some random niggas that just hate you. That's what they do on their show. They
Right.
joke shit. You dig what I'm saying? So it was like that's part of the new wave of media. For you to say words like he could have called them washed up, he could have called them clowns. I think Cam still would have got at him because he even got at Edwards. That's the type of nigga Cam is.
Yeah.
But I think when you say certain words and you say certain shit, you can't. Sometimes you can't come back over there. Everybody don't take that lightly. What the fuck you mean strap up?
Yeah.
The fuck wrong with you, nigga?
He told Mace he escaped Diddy.
See, that's funny. I think he could have got away with
Yeah, it's
that.
funny, yo. Like, it's funny. Mace
That's
ain't
funny.
really, what Mace said, man. You was a kid, do something. But not Mace says. Mace cool, but Cam couldn't take it. Cam, like, not Cam get to making the faces. Like, I'm gonna slap the
Now,
shit
Cam,
out you, man.
did you see how he did? He liked that shit. You see what he did with 50 fucked with him back in the day and
Yeah.
called up the radio station yelling at him like that's when they put that nigga about the puffy shit. I was like, they put the wrong nigga up there on CNN. That's not who you supposed to put on CNN. You see the
Yeah,
way he
yeah, yeah.
carried
He
shit?
ain't want. He ain't want to play like that because dudes don't want to play like that. Like what I'm saying. Nobody don't really know Diddy. Like what I'm saying. And just
Right.
to speak on that to get your opinion on that. Like I made a video, right, and talking about the big Diddy shit. Woo, 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 woo. And then I made another video because people put Los under fire. And I had to let the record be straight, like no shade, no nothing. I had to get on there because a few people in the neighborhood, where we come from, felt
Yeah.
like, yo, you taking up for that nigga? Woo, woo, woo. I said, hold up, no, wasn't taking up for him. I had to make the record straight. Los never did shit for me. You get what I'm saying? In this business,
Mhm.
you get what I'm saying? Let's get that off the tiggity. But at the end of the day, I told niggas I respect his loyalty, whatever you want to call it, and however y'all niggas want to see it. That man got you off of Bonner Road. So I'm saying,
That's funny.
I
We
don't.
had stuff like that in our homeboy thread, and me and Lo's relationship solid, but it wasn't my space unless he brought it to me to talk about that for me to say something. But of course, it was on TMZ, so it was talked about. So we just talked about this as hip
Yeah,
hop, so we could
right.
talk about. I said if I was Los, I wouldn't have did that because where I come from, it's like if my man know he hot as a bitch. I be in the house talking to you. I got you from behind closed doors, but that can affect Los' career at that time. I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure niggas that fuck with Puff behind closed doors is hitting them straight. You need me to do something, what we covering up. But they ain't gonna be seen with that nigga right now. That's crazy to me. I wouldn't. I'd have told my man that I'd have told my son that. Nigga, if we got money on the table and nigga fuck more money, I'd be like, look, I got you. I'll be in the house. I'm not going outside with you with all these cameras going around so I can get caught up in this shit. You might need me to make some more money for you off this shit. Don't fuck up both of the brands.
I mean that's a fact. That's
Because
hundred
we
percent.
we
But
talk about entertainment at that point. We ain't talking about loyalty to a person as Los and Sean Combs. We talking about the way the world is gonna perceive it and how they can't even play Puff music nowhere no more because of the politics. So I wouldn't even want my nigga that's still out there to eat, and I just did some crazy shit to be affected by that.
that's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah,
But I also said, what I mean. That's what I was getting at on the video. I was like, yo, you can't get mad at the nigga because he went and hollered at his man. Now that might not have been the most business like decisions, but you can't. you can't you can't second guess or challenge loyalty. Like I love him that
Oh
much,
nah,
and
some
I
niggas
said
is
yo
different.
wasn't
That's why I
out.
just said my opinion on it. I ain't say
Yeah,
nothing
yeah, yeah, yeah. I get what you're saying,
crazy.
but I'm
I ain't
saying what.
post nothing about that shit or nothing. I was just
Nah,
saying since
I
you bring it
did
up
because
hip hop, so I got
I'm a
out of
Germans
credit.
guy.
No,
But
you in that you media, bro. So I don't even think you terrible. It's just like I'm talking about it because once you are hip hop. So this is something that we
yeah,
talking about every day. That's what we having the
but I
conversation.
don't think yo was trying to hang out or being sane with him. I think they was in a cut, and them niggas just caught them niggas off guard.
I ain't say none of that shit. What I said was, I mean, certain people had their opinion about that. I said,
Yeah,
nigga, it's niggas on this phone that if y'all was on fire from the feds and I'm outside still doing something, I stay the fuck away from you.
right, right.
Nigga, that's what I'm telling
you
you. Now
can't
call
you
me from
can't
a
put it in
distance.
no
I can
better
figure out.
perspective than that.
I'll figure out for somebody else to get you the money. I got you, but I ain't doing that.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah,
I'm saying.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But at the end of the day, you know how I go. You saying that G Money and Nino Brown. You know what Nino Brown got on the stand, man. Shit bigger than Nino. But I
Yeah.
would just let niggas know that, you can't get mad at a nigga. You know what I mean? You got some homeboys that gonna be like, yo, I can't be around. And you just got some niggas that be like, yo, fuck it. They ain't looking
No,
for
some
me.
niggas is die hard. Fuck it. Like
Yeah.
everybody cut different. I'm just like that was my piece on it. I was just like I wouldn't have been outside to get caught by TMZ if I was an artist still. If I wasn't making music no more, I wouldn't give a fuck. But if I'm still in that field where that can affect a check for my kids off some shit my man did outside of me, I can see if we did it together. Then it's like we kind of like that's just we riding till the wheels fall off. We both went in the store and did this shit, nigga. I ain't gonna leave you then unless you tell me to because it's a better option. But I don't know. Just like you said, everybody just different. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
everybody
personal.
different.
I
But
hope it don't. I hope it don't affect Lowe's music career nothing, no shit like that.
man, I don't know. So they not like us. You out that way.
Yeah, that shit
Is
got the
it
world on fire. Besides out here, you can't go nowhere. They play all them records on the radio and the clubs and everywhere out here.
they playing it like that?
They playing the Grams. I mean, things that like us is just going to jam. They got club version mixes to that shit. I posted it
Jesus.
and said, no real shit. They done switched it and that shit is a culture takeover. Drake cannot come to LA and make no music for a while and pack a show from the frequency I see out here. I'm talking about pop clubs, white people, Asian people, street clubs, strip clubs. Some version of that song is getting played.
When you
And
first
they
heard that record, did you think that record would do what it did?
to be
Honestly.
honest with you, as a hip hop fan, fuck no. I ain't think it was whack, but I didn't know it would do that because the struggle, and it's only because what we've been taught. The struggle, what was happening in rap, is like to be that wordy on a song like that. And this a nigga's like, how does this fit? Like, he went in on the last verse. I was like, damn, and people still saying that. And I think is what happened with the media. What happened was there was so much eyes on that beef that the world was paying attention, even if you ain't listen to his rap. So it allowed it to crossover, especially with some wonderful marketing moves. But I say shout out to Kendrick's team. You know, like he put streams out that you could get paid. He left it so if we post niggas music, you can't do it. You can make money off of making a video to that song with Kendrick. So I was like, what I mean? That's why you got all these youngins at school making TikTok. I was like, that was a hell of a marketing. That was genius.
When I heard they was not like us, I called Kenny about 1:30, 1:45 in the morning, screaming and hollering. You know
Oh,
what I
you knew
mean?
it was fire.
Man, when I heard it, I listened to all of them because I was feeling them when he said, "Man, we like the cool Drake. We don't like the type tough Drake." I
Right.
felt like in my heart, and Jay Hill and them, they get mad if they want it. I don't care. But what I'm saying is, I felt in my heart that Drake was out of pocket when he stepped to an MC. So people didn't give it to me. So I had to break it down to him. I said,
Oh no,
"Yo,
I knew unless Kendrick did something drastically wrong that Drake wasn't going to win. And yeah, and he kept it a little bit close for a minute. But then when I heard Meet the Grams, I was like, this shit over.
yeah, pretty much." But
then
I said to myself
then the
that
next morning that shit came out. I'm like, damn.
I
That
said to
motherfucker.
myself when I heard him jump out there, he been jumping out there for years. He's a subliminal throwing shot motherfucker if you listen to Drake music. So I
Yeah.
said, damn, yo, Pusha T washed him. But a lot of dudes overlooked it. A lot of dudes wanted to plan it because again, it was a popularity race over hip hop. Pusha washed him. Pusha washed him. He didn't want to do nothing with Pusha. Then I said, this motherfucker coming back and playing with Kung Fu Kenny. I was telling Kenny, I said, yo, he playing with Kung Fu Kenny.
I
He
mean, he
must
could.
not. I said, yo, I was telling Kenny, I said, yo, he don't got nothing. All Drake albums put together not better than Rich Kid, Mad City. It's not. I said it's
Oh no,
not. I said, yo,
I argue with this and our rap shit. And that was the good shit that me and Los agreed on. We was rapping my man Styles. We was getting in like a rap debate, and we was talking about classics. And I was like, yo, Drake cannot be the face of rap without even a classic album. That's like law in hip hop. I was like, he's out that. Bob, and if you tell me the nigga talented and he a superstar, that's a whole nother fucking
that's
conversation.
he's a
Like
he's a he's a
Nelly
made up
sell a whole
superstar.
shitload of records too, but that nigga ain't no motherfucking rap. He not even, to me, Nelly not even shouldn't even be in a rap category except for the fact I guess he represented what he is, but he's Nelly came out to me like a pop artist, which is dope. I respect his lane, but talented artist. But to me, that wasn't like rap or hip hop. That shit was some dope ass music with a different sound. That's why categories are just fucked up. Certain people you can't compare that shit to certain shit. Like how
Yo,
you said MC, they shouldn't even be compared.
yo, I'll tell you like this, like from the bottom of my heart. I said this, any of this, I said this on my vlogs. This is all documented. I say, yo, listen, the difference between Drake, and I'm gonna use you for example, a boss man. Drake is what you call an investment artist, meaning
Right,
we're gonna dress this guy up. We're gonna get the writers, we're gonna get the producers, and we're gonna put this shit together. And he took that and he ran with it. You get what I'm saying? He had the voice for it. He
right,
had the writers for it. He had the production for it. He follows direction. He's a prized possession. The difference, how can a prized possession, a horse that's been trained very well and been groomed to be this, go against a nigga that started from the fucking ground up, nigga? And I've been
right,
groomed the harder way. You can
right.
never compare the skills. Yes, indeed, Drake's a hit maker. Nobody's denying that. He jumps on your record. He helps you shoot to the style. He's an international superstar. He got a jump. He got embraced by Nickelodeon. He got embraced by the biggest rapper in the world on the biggest run in the world, Lil Wayne. Anybody that touched hands with Corey Guns
At
had
that
they
time,
run with him.
you said
Jay
like I
Mills
said,
had they run. Everything that Wayne touched when he was million in 1 week. Wayne, Drake come up under that umbrella. Wasn't hard for him to blow. The difference, Kung Fu Kenny came out really rapping. You know what I mean? The fact that Ohio he said the fact that section 8 discontinued my minds because they heard that Ohio State gave me 30 racks in July. Nigga, Drake can never say that.
no,
He didn't even know
that,
what he
that
was
shit ain't
talking
even
about.
like my homies that was Drake fans. I was like, yo, now you seen the difference of with hip hop. And when I say hip hop, I don't be wanting to sound corny, but it's like when you really teaching if you really know where shit really come from, like how if you was, I mean, you used to rap before, but if you was taking rap serious, like still now, you would have the knowledge to fuck somebody up on some shit if you
Mhm.
stayed in the wave. I was like, that's not get to mention that Kendrick was produced by one of the dopest producers ever, if not the best one ever, if
Yeah.
Dre. Same
Yeah.
thing what happened with Eminem when he got with Dre. That shit what happened with 50 when he got with Dre. So if you
Yeah.
can do and had that type of knowledge, that's probably why he knew how to fuck yo up from every angle. He fucked Drake up from like 10 angles.
And what is Dre famous from doing? Dr. Dre famous from doing? I'm gonna ask you.
Um, that would be if I was just making it. I don't know what he famous for doing. I know making magic and putting on for a city. I know that
He's
from some.
famous from taking a gangbanger, a
Uh huh.
project, a bottom feeder, trailer
Oh
park
right.
trash, and making them and putting
Oh,
them on
if
the
you going
booth.
that deep? Oh no, to turn
That's
something
what
on nothing.
Drake do.
Yeah, he
Drake
do that.
Drake could never fit a Drake catalog because Drake go get mud babies and help them clean up. That's the difference.
Right.
Drake go get talent. Every motherfucker he put out, Snoop, Kendrick
No, you ain't
Lamar,
never lied.
Eminem, got Ice Cube, they're the best motherfuckers in the world, man. That's what, and all them niggas come from the worstest place in the world, my nigga. That's the difference from Dre. That's what make him magnificent. He turned Easy E, a gang banging dope dealer, into one of the biggest stars in the world, my nigga. You get what I'm saying? The
He never
one of
lied.
the biggest motherfucker, Ice Cube. He took Ice Cube lyrics and put look at Ice Cube now, man, run the next billionaire off a league that's gonna be here longer than he gonna be living. That's what come about of Dre. Look at Snoop. Snoop, the biggest rap in the world, man. I ain't never known nobody to throw gang signs for 40 years and they still love him. Come
It's
on,
right.
Marshall just dropped the
He makes
album.
street shit commercial. He
Marshall, when
makes
you
music
know a
like what you
nigga
said.
to get high, use drugs, pass out, and never go broke. That's what Dre produced.
All right, so
Dre
somebody on
produced
here
niggas
hold
that never
say
die.
hold on. So because they got they shit on here, so they gonna say Drake about to drop a single from a third album deal for 450 million. Enough said. So that means everything is about money. I don't know. If he lost to a broke motherfucker, you might could say that, but I don't think Kendrick is broke. I see him like touring the world. He might ain't got 450 million, but his shit might
Drake's
not be.
got
He might
450
not be
million
signed
dollars
to a
for
nigga that's signed to a
international,
nigga.
bro. No, you gotta tell him fire for killer. Drake got that international money. He didn't get 400 million to do that shit
Just
in the
yeah,
states.
it ain't just off his music.
He's
It's a
not
whole
even
bunch of shit.
American, bro.
You know
Like
what's deep
fuck
about that?
that.
Because I got Jewish homeboys and all that shit, right? You got to figure they run the league. I mean, they run the NBA. I mean, shit, I said the league, the NBA. They run the music industry for a fact, from the lawyers to the biggest owners. So they're gonna break bread with their people if they got one of them in. Which is I don't even knock them for it. It just means we should be doing better than our shit. But when I knew something was weird with Drake, was like, how the fuck did he get back to back on ESPN and all that shit? Like you don't even have disc records on that shit back then when he was washing Meek. And I was like, that's them doing the politics for their person. Like you said, you get the writers, he's an actor. You got to remember, because I used to get on niggas because they saying he the Jay-Z of the generation. I'm like, fuck no. He ain't. That's not even a comparison for him to be the Jay-Z of the generation. I ain't never want to dress like Drake. I never want to do shit like Drake except for fuck
Yeah,
some bitches. If you want to know the truth, I ain't get no
right.
substance about do nothing. It was no knowledge in none of his music. It was some dope music, the vibe, dude. And the
Drake
party.
music is when you take a shower, put your fresh shit on, your cologne and
Yeah.
your deodorant. Drake music is from Thursday to Sunday. That's the Drake album. Thursday to Sunday, happy hour. Tell me what's really going. You got a fresh shower on. You walking up.
Well,
That's
then
what he doing.
we gotta feed my man some hip hop knowledge. Rick Ross songs that all went number one was features on Drake's music.
No
No,
sir,
that was
Rick
later.
Ross went number one
That's
before Drake.
false. Yeah, Rick Ross' first single ain't had nobody on that shit, and it broke. It's a hip hop classic. Second,
Stop it, bro.
y'all wouldn't even want to listen to Drake, like we said, if it wasn't for Wayne introducing him to the streets, having him on
Let's
records with
go.
Jeezy, and then rapping that shit. They was joking how that nigga
Yeah.
moved in his videos, how he dressed and everything.
Yeah, bro. Look how he dressed now with the fucking man thing. I thought he'd be in a costume or something, bro. They said it's because he got a BBL, bro. Like, come on, bro. He can't even make a mug. You
And,
see when
and,
Drake be mugging niggas? I be like, yo,
and,
what the fuck is wrong with you, man? Like, stop it, bro. Stop it. Just be
whatever,
the
and if
cool
we're gonna talk
rapper.
about this, we not turn this into a Drake bashing. We just not gonna compare him to certain shit.
No, it
I
ain't no
mean,
Drake. Yeah, I'm turning into a
he
Drake
had a very
basher.
successful career. He ran rap for like a
They want, and this is what's the problem with these hip hop dudes or wanna be hip hop dudes. Drake's from Canada. Let's just start right there. I got BJ Main for a second. Let's just start right there. Drake's from Canada. Why are we so fucking hard up about a Canada dude? Like,
I don't
mother
know, but
fuck that, my nigga.
that's I ain't even gonna keep it on that, because that's like saying we don't fuck with, not to challenge you, but that's saying like we don't fuck with Kendrick because he's from LA. Fuck all that. It's the culture, right? It's shit like
He's
this that
from the
we
United
saying.
States though.
So so
He
really,
Drake's from Canada.
so, so if Nas was from fucking Canada, we just ain't gonna like him no more.
No, no, because the difference is what I'm trying to get to the world and know this. Kendrick Lamar need the 50 states. Drake don't. Because once you Drake
Oh,
got the 50
because
states
he
and
got
you're
both.
international star. Drake don't
Yeah,
gotta
you
come
got right.
back to the
He got
United
both
States
like that.
again to make millions. That 450 million
That's
can be
real
made
talk.
overseas. It can be made. He never gotta come back in the state. Never. Never. I don't need y'all niggas.
No,
I already
that's real
ate.
talk.
You know what I mean? He said, "Hey, them niggas on what's the nigga that's going crazy now? The nigga Burner Boy, Burna Boy, man, niggas ain't gotta be hanging out here. If they get United States, that's just a plus. They big in Germany, Rome, Sicily. He don't give a fuck. They love Drake on the earth. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I say, oh, yo, we from the United States. We got to go against them.
So for
They not
Ryan
like
Killer,
us.
on the hip hop tip, uh, Drake could be better than Ross. Let's just keep it with no matter where they from. But this is what I'm gonna have to school you with, in case you don't know.
Drake could never be better than
No,
Ross.
Birdman back back Drake because he gets paid off of Drake.
Right.
That's what he talking about. That's why he ain't go with Ross. He gets paid off of Drake.
We gonna be all right if we put Drake on every hook. They told you that when he first came out.
Right.
We gonna be all right
Right.
once we
Wait,
put Drake
told you.
on every hook. He let you know what they was using him for. And what
Yeah.
Birdman do? Jump on a couple songs with the nigga. He was on the hook. Birdman at 50, he get to blow up, get a platinum record, he gone. Come on, Birdman was fucking with Slime and them. While Drake was still hot, my nigga. You can't hang with Drake for so long, bro. You can't fuck with him. Nobody can be his friend for so long, bro.
All
I
right, we
mean,
agree
no,
with
you
you.
can't.
You getting it? Drake is ready on music, and I agree with you. Yeah, 50 Cent had one of the best albums in hip hop. That's probably why you can go tour over there.
If 50 had some of the best mixtapes in hip hop, them people
Yeah,
overseas want to hear
yeah,
all 50 shit, not just get Rich or Don Try. Them
yeah.
people going back to his motherfucking mixtapes. That's why he taking Yayo and them with him, bro. Them people want to hear
Right.
that shit. That, you know what I mean? 50 grinding from his way up, bro. Yo, I'm saying when 50 got with Eminem, he was been yacking with Preem and them. He was been in the streets. They blackballed him out the industry, and Dre and them picked him up. And look what,
Yo,
again,
yo.
what Dre touched? A street nigga that got shot 9 times, that was beefing with the biggest drug dealer in goddamn New York, yacking with $1 million label that's running with Rockefeller, and Dre signed him. And look what he had. None of them boys Dre signed fell off.
Let me
None
ask
of
you
them
this
boys
question.
Dre sound fell off, my nigga. That's
So,
the
do you think
difference.
you think if 50 at the level that 50 makes music, real shit from the mixtapes? This is just a hypothetical question because we can't knock what really did happen. You think if he had settled and like signed a Def Jam or something, he would have been just as big? I really do think the Eminem cosign got his people to look at him different than he was with Drake. Like how you got the hottest, no like racial shit, white rapper signing you in Drake. Like we gotta listen to your shit.
I feel like it was a plus for M because M was respected in his culture and M just a real MC. I respect Eminem more than I respect Drake because M from the trailer park. And it ain't where you from. It's definitely where you from. I don't want these, trolls to get to say it's definitely where you from when you talk this hip hop shit. You know what I mean? Because Michael Irvin just said, man, my son ain't like that. Don't get the buying into his music. He was a silver spoon
Right.
in his mouth. You get what I'm saying? So we can't really do that. We know where this shit started. The Jamaicans, the Puerto Ricans, and black
I
people in
mean,
America
you
started
ain't
hip
never
hop.
lied about that. Why you think all the classics usually come in niggas' first albums and shit like that? Because they hungry for something.
Yeah.
Like that shit real.
But back to your question, I felt like 50 was just saying this in an interview. Eminem studied 50 Cent, knew all this shit word for word. 50 already made a fucking image for itself in the streets because G Unit and the 50 Cents is one of the pioneers that really made it off of mixtapes. Like they was already buzzing. So when they connected with 50, they gave 50 a chance that nobody else would give him, just like Tupac. Them nobody went and signed 50 Def Jam. They dropped them off labels. They said they Herb Gotti and Premium them had him in the chokehold. Then West Coast boys came and got him. And then you got the one of them West Coast
Except
boys
for
got
50
him
being a
somewhere.
troller all the goddamn time for the hip hop culture, he did something. But sometimes he be letting shit. He be sacrificing. I think like morally shit.
He killed New York.
For,
He
yeah,
killed
that's what
New
I was
York.
saying. Right? He hated on everybody.
Yeah, he killed New York. He
Yeah,
killed New York.
that's why they ain't fuck with him for me. I was like, you doing goofy shit,
Yeah, they
and
killed him.
I was like, for the
He
hip
killed
hop
New
shit, but
York.
it's like I don't. That's why not to be funny. I don't think he's relevant today. Is he? If he wanted to be part of the hip hop culture, his movies and shit like that keep him apart, and he come from that. It's because I think he don't be sticking to the laws a little bit
I
and be
think I
goofy
think
shit.
I think he got fucked over so much when the process. See, this is what I gotta tell you, boss. Bitterness. 50 got shot 9 times. He got blackballed out of the industry. So it's something that a nigga building like, yo, When I get pay Pop tell you when I get my hate up with my weight and pay him back when I'm bigger. That's all he doing, bro. The nigga just don't quit. He got his money right. He ain't got no stories where he
Right.
eating the nigga up, bending over backwards. Whack 100 told you how he moved. He'll bang one of them niggas in their mouth. He checks them niggas at the front door, and he been successful since 2004. He been going up, 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 and he help niggas. He help a lot of niggas. Uncle Murder just tell you every chance he get. Thank
If
you,
we,
50.
so this the only thing. So we just talking about music, right? When I
Mm-hmm.
say this, so I'm gonna leave it there. This is only a music and rap shit. The reason why I don't fuck with the all he only helped shit because you know better. You did that shit back in the day to fuck with Fat Joe and Jadakiss just because they on a New York song with Ja Rule.
Yeah.
You just want to fuck with them, right? And then when shit got real, you wanted to squash it with Joe. So to me, I think he'd be bullying niggas that be like, yo, if they front of that and the locks ain't really back down, but they wasn't bigger than him. Cause he said it. He was like, yo, that was probably the only person that we knew he was gonna have a problem with. And if you really bout that shit, I just don't like that type of action. That's why I'm just like, yo, he do weirdo certain shit. That's why I'm gonna get deep. Cause when you say he helped everybody, to me,
No, I ain't say
only
help
nigga,
everybody. He helped certain people
I
that he
think he
wanted to
helped.
help.
He went to surround himself around no other boss niggas that do the same thing as him.
But he was
He
around
went,
Money May.
huh?
He be around Money May.
He beefed with him all the fucking time and exploit him. He ain't got shit to do with rap. That's what I'm saying. Weirdo shit like that.
I don't know, yo. Some of them niggas, you know, we from Baltimore. Some of them niggas a little different from us. A lot of them niggas a little different from us. But overall, I just say 50 been in this and how he was treated. You know, 50 been out since the 90s and that whole 6 years spent going to jail, getting dropped off labels. Then when you get up, one thing I did say I was tired of 50, he killed New York. Back then, he killed New York.
Tour and he dissed him.
Yeah. Yeah, nah, but
So
at the
that's
end of the
weird.
day, it was one of those things what you say the best early in the show is a casualty of war. 50 ain't had one problem with Ned New York nigga who wasn't fucking with his ops. It just you became an op if you was fucking with his ops. Like that's just, and
All
dudes
right, but
carry like that.
the reason why that's a little bit false, nigga. He would always troll Jay Z. Then you see him when Jay Z had the show in New York, and then he brought Ti and all them out, and then 50 was running around in the back because ain't nobody called him out on the stage, and he was back. Shit, I don't know if you seen that, but we talking about hip
I
hop
ain't
is
see
still
it.
that people don't pay attention to is when nobody had a swagger like us was out. Had the
Okay.
show, so they all Kanye. He won't run back there and run on stage. So Hov is like, you can Google this shit. Hov is like, you can get something too in the action. And keep in mind, Hov did the G Unit sneaker commercial with him. So
Mm-hmm.
if it was that much smoke, why did they ever break bread? I think he just likes to troll for action because how the rap work for him. I think so. He just is like, that's a way for me to do it. But he don't know sometimes you be fucking up the culture or how y'all supposed to look.
Yeah, yeah, that's
If
a
you got a
fact.
problem
Like
with that nigga, but you be doing that to me, we just talking about some hip hop shit. I was like, that shit kind of weird to me.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you, boss. You not lying because I love this shit. You know what I mean? I was born 79, man. So I love this shit, right? But I said that, I'm like, yo, 50 now, the shit with the disc records, and I'm a locks nigga.
Right,
I love the locks. You get them saying? I'm like, hold up. You get to playing with the homies like that, and you a big dub. So some of the
right.
shit was out of order, but at the end of the day, I've been around men and women just say, fuck it, bro, everybody getting it, bro. Like, fuck that. And that's how the nigga 50 was carrying it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how he was carrying it. But at the end of the day, he's still relevant at the 20 years. Regardless of how he did it. That Drake alley hoop
And
couldn't
you
keep
want
him
to put
relevant for
if you want
20
to put
years.
movies, if you want to put movies and TV part of our hip hop culture, yeah. But I mean,
It's
I
always
don't.
been though.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm gonna give him. He did it his way.
He
I
did it
guess it's
his way. He
work.
did it his way. And then he's still like, I gotta give him this. Yayo still with him. Day one motherfucking
Oh,
homeboy.
I
They call
always
him.
glad you look at it like that because when we be getting to niggas shit, um, I was like, we as human beings get caught up in the limelight, right? When you start doing the history and it was like none of these niggas knew each other personally, they just met off of business. It is a
Mhm.
line where it get clipped. And I said the same thing too. I was like, if some of these people were so much of a fuck niggas, why they date? I say that about Jay-Z. I was like, he's Bleak ain't complaining, Tata ain't complaining, Emery ain't complaining. And I don't know, I wasn't there. I wish it could have worked, but he met Dame on some business. It wasn't personal. when they first met. So they
Yup.
had business problems. It tried to spill off, and he never publicly said no fuck shit to Dame.
Never did it.
Never did.
Never
To
did
this
it.
day,
Never did it. He
he
loved
never said
Dame. He loved Dame, but it just was. It was
it
time.
don't
It
make
took its
business sense.
toll. I
Yeah.
feel I feel like we get into that. That's another another one of the world's famous rap crews. I feel like Jay-Z did some wild shit, but I felt like the wild shit came at the Dame was doing wild shit because I
Now
remember
you
when
feel
Jay
like
went to San Tropez, come back and Cam and them got an office. Even though Cam and them say Dame ain't give him the office
I
20
see what
years later. I'm saying I come back off tour. My little man Bleak been down with us from day one. Sequel been here getting us gold records. The Dipset just coming. They talking about Cam taking over the rock. You playing with me now? It's a Harlem Brooklyn
and
thing, and
that's
he
what
went
I
with
feel.
Brooklyn.
Yep.
You know what I
And
mean? He
then
went with Brooklyn. He
the,
took care of the Brooklyn
yeah, no,
boys.
the worst shit that he ever could have let happen. You talking about stopping motherfuckers before they come out. It was like once I, as a CEO, because you got to clear the records.
Right.
So once Jewel say shout out to Cam for taking over the rock, I'm checking him in the studio and was like, yo, you can't put that out because we got another rapper that we marketing as the leader of Rockefeller. That's A. So that just look weird for people that even if you didn't mean that with no disrespect, is making us look weird. You shouldn't say
Yeah.
that, my nigga. I was like, you know what I'm saying?
It
It was
was a
like it's
whole
already
press, like
yeah.
Cam tell you that.
I was like, yo,
You know, Damon
that's so
Dash running with Brooklyn niggas.
and
You
and
know what I
and not to
mean?
be
The
funny,
Brooklyn
I'm
niggas
like,
is up.
oh,
Philly
there you
niggas
go.
is on. Now you got some Harlem niggas. Niggas is like, yo, you gotta. I feel it, yo. It's just when you think of these niggas stories, you gotta think of our block stories. Like you got a
That's what
nigga
I'm
that
getting
ain't
at.
come from the way. He been running with these niggas. Now he got the guys in the building. Harlem niggas like, yo, shit, yo. I'm trying to move up, Dame. You been fucking with these So now Dame got to go with Harlem, and it cost him.
Right.
It cost him. Cost
Shit,
a
you
bad
never lied.
business deal, bro. I look at if Dipset never signed to the Rock, would they still be together? That's it. Would Dame still be doing his thing with Jay? Would he been part of the title movement? Would he been part of Duce? What would Dame and Dash
I
be
see
if he
Cam
never
pop out and do
signed
I see
Ken?
Cam popped out and did a show with him. Him and Jimmy.
Yeah, with Dame, right?
No, with Hove.
Oh yeah, they gonna been doing shit with Hov. It's all that. Hov, Hov. Man, me can never beg. I free that nigga from my old bed. That's different. He tell you, nigga, we can never beef.
Right.
Nigga, Ovi running around looking like Boxy out, man. You Ovi,
Right.
man, I don't know, man. Ovi different, bro. Like, he got the right name, Hova. Not argue with the homeboys. They say you like your man Jay-Z. I be keep telling dudes like when you listen to these men and a lot of us go back to reasonable doubt. Jay been telling you this is how he really move. Jay don't really
Prove.
be laughing and playing, yo.
No, he's serious,
Damon
bro.
them be jumping around and shit. Damon, that boy Tata, that nigga Behind, OG One and them niggas, Lord, they don't be laughing, yo. They don't be
No,
hopping around on stages and shit. You never
that's why he don't
seen Kareem
he don't-
Bedsburg even throwing the diamond up. Jay like them type of niggas. They want the motherfucking money. Fuck that. That's what he told them on Lost One. That fame became a poison to man. He explained it to niggas. Niggas don't get that
yeah.
deeper hole. Like, Hov, tell you what happened to him and Dame. It's the fame,
Nigga,
bro. It started
the one
fucking
thing
with him.
is that I'm beside the
Right. So you know what he said? He told the whole story. I was confused because of Death of the Dynasty when that movie came on. I remember just watching that shit. And I'm telling niggas like, no, they ain't break up because they was saying it was a joke. But the whole time looking at all the documentaries, it wasn't a joke. Wasn't a joke.
it was out there. They ain't want to know so much because when I was shopping around, I met be over.
Damn.
That was real fact, like real
Big
shit.
Face Gary said
I
he
met with
cried.
him.
Big Face Gary
Yeah, he
said
was
he
like,
cried.
I wouldn't even do that to
Big
you.
Face
Like this
Gary
shit a
said
rap.
he cried. 10 years, man. Big Face Gary said, man, I cried. No, he was slide. If you look at that Drink at Champ interview, the first one, when Big Face Gary and all them was on there, no, he slid him. Cause he like, yo, don't do that, Gary. I'll put you out there. You feel me? So I'll be like, yo, these niggas is crazy. Yo, Rockefeller was one of the best labels that I ever seen. I wanted to be a part of the Rock. I supported him 100%. But when the Dipset came along, and sometimes when you a dude that you get your bag outside of your neighborhood, out for him, he was getting his money with a lot of Brooklyn niggas, and it's only him and Biggs from Harlem, and the rest of them niggas Brooklyn niggas, and Jay-Z is Kareem, Bisberg, and Dame is always gonna huddle up. It's just a natural thing because we come from the same place. We all boys, but we gonna walk off. It's like me and you. We out LA. All them niggas dead. Me and you always gonna walk off. How you feel about yo? Because we from Baltimore. So
Right.
now the Brooklyn niggas is telling them, I'm feeling you, Jay. I'm tired of the nigga too. You know what I mean? Then you
Right.
got Biggs right there saying, man, whatever y'all do, man, I can't. Biggs ain't no fuck nigga, so he ain't gonna go against Dame, but he know the politics. Business is business, bro. And them
Right.
boys came from the fucking streets, making a lot of fucking drug money and turned that into a super empire. And Dame got the plan somewhere down the line. Cause I don't give a fuck what's going on. I'd have never cross Jay-Z or got bad with that. That's my first original talent. He made this possible. I gotta sit down and talk common sense with him. We gotta work this out. If them niggas gotta get dropped off the label for us to work it out, boy, I'm gonna do something for y'all later, man. But then I gotta handle my business, man.
I,
And
I,
that's how
I
I
I
feel.
feel like I be the only thing that if I had to say to speak when we wasn't there, it's no way. Because don't nobody really know nobody real money. But
Right.
if I made that much money with a nigga and Dame, somehow I would send him an assist from the back door. You dig what I'm saying? It seemed like
Yeah.
Kanye still held him. He said it did something before for him too. So it was like unless he did something so crazy, I'm like shit. That shit all these years, nigga. What we did was classic. It should have been there.
He
Like how
kept
they said they
talking,
tried
yo.
Kirk.
That's one thing that I know Jay kept talking. He kept talking.
He, he,
Kept digging himself
oh, so
deeper
they
in the hole.
sick of that. Made men ain't supposed to speak.
Yeah, like he kept talking.
He
He
sick of
kept talking. It makes
yeah,
it unfixable where you just left it alone and kept doing your business and just left it alone, boy. We could have met up and got this together. You kept talking, kept talking, kept talking. You just keep talking. The man ain't saying shit yet about you. You just keep 10,
yeah. He
this
keep
what's been
talking about a
20
lick,
years
all this type
since they
of shit.
broke up. He haven't spoke about it, had a heart to heart about it yet. 20 years, Dave's still talking.
That probably killed it.
Dave's
That's
still
probably what killed
talking, bro. What did I just looked at him yesterday? He just bought a ranch somewhere, the Dusty Ranch. He's still talking. They still talking. And I'm telling
it.
you,
He
they,
like
they got Dame
they,
talking and they said Jay-Z just joined the Walkers out in LA. Jay-Z just got with people that be speed walking. And then they said he had a fucking classic $4 million Rolex watch on and he was speed walking. That's what
right.
they say about Jay-Z. Damon Dash was talking about his ranch for his son Dustin. He's still talking, bro.
They said they only
Jay don't
offered
be
him
talking,
million,
bro.
like, but they only offered him was some small amount of money for his for his ownership.
boys,
I
boys
mean,
want to get him out the way,
that's
man.
like I
Take him a
say.
couple million.
This what niggas don't be knowing. You can't expect him that once you disrespect a man, you don't know how he gonna carry it. He might not carry it like you. He
I'm
might
gonna
just be
tell you
like,
who
yo,
hurt though, and it's my man though. Jim Jones hot about that Cam and May shit. You can see it in his face through
oh
every
nah.
interview, every step of the way, bro. I'm just thinking them Dipset old days. Betha, Betha, Betha. That's all I keep thinking about.
Somebody,
And
I
you
can't.
talk to
Cam, you
Jim,
know what?
Jim just
That's
be
why.
like, man,
That's
Mason
why
Cam.
That's why Dipset's lost to the Locks because of that
Yo,
same energy. Their
yo,
energy
they
wasn't right.
energy off, bro. You know what I mean? Cam, you was so fucked up. Be talking about yo, y'all niggas the rice and beans. Niggas say Jalen and them hit him back with shit. What's a meal without the rice and beans? Like you need it. You needed to go with the meat. Like the fuck.
Right.
Cam came all out late playing, talking about he made four. And then he made a freestyle how he made 2 million off of all this shit. And then you look at Jim Jones, bro. Jimmy all great, man. Jimmy just making videos, just doing what he got to do, man, to maintain his lifestyle. But to see Mason Cam together, bro, I know it's killing them in the inside, bro. Cam just running with Mace, smiling with the new teeth, bro, doing his thing, Jack.
He had a one.
Horsepower, all that.
Cam might have Cam might have did some Dipset shows if they had won the verses. It'd have been worth more money to him. I think after that L, he was just like, "Fuck that shit. I'm moving on with my life."
I don't know, bro. Like Jimmy supposed to be on It Is What It Is. They supposed to
Uh,
add the weather bad to Is What It Is, yo. Jimmy and them
no,
on
they supposed to
Yakin
do
with
something.
Mace all them years, and Mace still can't stand Jimmy. See, this the problem with Dame said. He killed all the
that was probably one of the limits.
relationships.
He's probably like you can bring that nigga around you, but don't bring him around me.
Nah,
I
yo,
got
you gotta
homeboys
think
like
what
that
Dame
off
said.
of music shit.
Dame said, yo, he killed all them relationships with Jimmy Iovine, leaning on them niggas. Same thing with Jim Jones. Mace don't like Jim Jones. It ain't happening like that. And your man Cam, you got shot at, hit over the rucker. He cried on a Hot 97 about Cam. He running with like y'all first big op, bro. Like Jesus. That's a
He owed
dirty
Mace. Look,
motherfucking industry.
he feel like he owed Mace put that nigga on, got him his first check, changed his life regardless of what issues they had.
Right.
And
They was boys.
and yeah, so if he had a situation where he could have broke bread with Mace, he probably was like, "Fuck it."
They did it, man. They took 120,000, turned it into 20 million. But Jimmy ain't Jimmy, man. Ain't Jimmy, man. I want to interview Jimmy, man, and really ask him, Jimmy, how you feel about that shit, man? Man to man. Just fuck that shit, man. You can let it out, homie. He gonna say, man, I know Jimmy gonna say, hey, Ham, you know what it is, me. I guess I do, bro. I'll be
Jimmy outside,
crushed. I'll be crushing.
he getting he
Lord,
getting
you
the
out
money.
Santana, man. My little man just never recouped, bro. Like Santana, he had it bad. At least Jimmy went on a ball and
Oh,
run.
oh,
All the runs, Jimmy kept
if we
going.
just keeping it the hip hop fans, I told niggas in the thread when Jewel was dropping these new records, I was like, nigga, he need to go. I don't know what the issue with Cam will get some producing or something. This ain't it.
Damn, you ain't like the new joint. Yeah, I
Y'all
didn't
like that
either.
shit?
No, I didn't. I ain't like it. I ain't like
I,
it. I feel like
I
he
don't
can
even really.
still rap,
I,
but what is he gonna do?
I barely like this shit with Jadakiss. I hate
Like,
that
what he gonna
basketball
do?
shit, and I barely like the shit with Kiss. Like
You ain't like Kid shit?
Kiss verse was tough. I just don't like the hook or nothing. It's like you gotta watch when you do the commercial songs when you're a rapper because if I mean all artists make some bullshit. That's just part of art. You know what I'm saying? Everything you make ain't gonna be fire.
Right.
But I'm like, who the fuck was around you not to tell you this wasn't it?
Yo, next thing, man. Did you see the debate between Sleepy Joe and convict Trump?
Yo, if anybody heard any of my music, I've been stopped fucking with politics. This shit was too weird, and
Weird as
no
fuck.
matter how we slice it, it ain't for us.
Yeah, bro. Like at this point, I'm confused.
I've been stopped voting. But when I was voting for like Hillary. I definitely did the Obama thing because you had to do that no matter what. But it's politics of the world. I see
Yeah.
why people, if you want to go the money route and pick it, but sometimes I think we don't be paying attention to the big picture with all the shit. But with that being said, if we really gonna talk real as like men, I probably would have to vote for Trump in this situation because Sleepy Joe just really don't look like healthy as a person. So if they give really only two options, I'm not voting at all. But if you only had two options, you
I
probably
go
would have to
Trump.
pick Trump. Like I hate to say it.
Yeah, you gotta go Trump. Like,
Yeah,
it's no way
yeah.
around it.
If you had to,
Here
and you
they
can go
go.
out there
Hey,
and vote,
boss
because
man, here they go. Oh shit, I thought y'all was main on Jay-Z. Yeah, here they go. I
oh,
told
they
you,
fucking with us.
1203. It's time for them. Come on, trolls. So I can shoot you bitches. Shoot you bitches straight up and down. I'ma remove you from the channel. Come on, this Glock off safety. They coming. They gonna keep coming, bro. They
Yeah,
gonna start.
and you can't even see who they really are.
No, you can't see. That's why they trolls,
Oh, I
bro.
see. Oh, I thought y'all was Mano and Jay Z.
Yeah. Yeah, they say they need you to feed into them. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And we thought you was Takashi 6ix9ine. You know what I
Right.
mean? That's what we thought you was, bro. Keeping it real with you. We thought you was Takashi, bro. You're a Takashi type dude. That's like a New York
Right.
dude that say something like that. Then he got the Jason mask on for his page, bro.
That's why I said we can't. I said we can't even see who this nigga
Yeah,
is.
man, you can't identify yourself. Show face, bitch. You know what I mean? Show face, bitch. Trolling motherfucker, man. Come on. You know what I mean? They laughing to themselves like he's crazy. Next page, like he's gonna hurt us. But yeah, man. I was watching the debate, and I swear, bro, I put it in my bed. I had it on in my bedroom, with all the everything cut off in the dark on the iPhone on the tripod. Cause I just had to lay back with my eyes closed and listen to these boys. Man, the nigga Donald Trump was calling the boy chumps. Some more shit, bro. The boy Trump telling you like this chump let all the people come over the border. Like,
Yo,
yo said,
I've been
yo,
told niggas about how
he
Trump was
called
trying
them
to
a chump, yo. Like he called them a chump. I said, yo, no president ever called another president a chump. He like, man, Putin went over there and did that. He never did that when I was in office. You know why he did it? You feel me? Cause he know that you weak. He know
right.
you ain't gonna do nothing. That's why he did it. You feel me? That's why he did it. Oh man, he went crazy over it, man. Joe Snowball. And since I've been in office, I did this and I did that. That man said, he said,
For
this
the
man
people that
called
can
me a chump.
understand,
Huh?
when that nigga said that when Trump said he was gonna make America great again, and if this we just doing some deep politics as we talking about, this is actually the shift that niggas don't be. I don't know how you be feeling to have your mind that open, but you notice that all prescription drugs went all high, but we could produce ourselves. We took the Mexicans out the border, and a lot of shit stopped. I don't know if you know. It did for a minute, and everything was moving. If everybody on lean, because you know where all that come from? The government.
Right.
So he kept the dollar in America circulating. I mean,
Yeah.
people gonna get high any day, so I ain't knocking his hustle. But I was like, I want to do people be paying attention to that shit. Just when they be
No,
saying
but
shit
he
like
be
that,
saying that though. I pay attention, be
yeah,
like, be too
yeah,
much money out the country. That's why
yeah, too much money
country
out the
falling
country,
off.
right? Exactly. That's why I think a lot of people want to vote for him. Was he was like, well, shit, we had some money at the time, so I
It's
get
just
it.
fiends that never had money since 75 was running around with 20 in their pocket when Trump was in office. Trump
But
was in
it,
office.
I think when you play them type of games with politics, ain't no perfect shit because
Right.
the side they're riding for, they got to do a little bit more for this side and still keep the other side happy. They can't just say we just gonna do what the fuck we want. So I mean, I think we really about to have had no presidents in about like 5 years or some shit. I've been saying that for 10 years. Like after the Obama
I
shit.
ain't gonna lie though, bro. That's why I want my channel to hurry up and blow up, bro. So I can be able to take my money, yo, and buy my 100 acres in Africa, Ghana, somewhere, bro. And when this shit get
But
ugly, I want to be able to move me and the 20 people that's close to me to them 100 acres and say, I don't know about y'all, but hey, it's like the old slavery days. We never going back to America. Man, you ain't never going back.
they told us in all the movies we gonna be slaves and robots.
Yeah, bro. So I'm gonna be out the country, bro. I'm on passport mode now, man. Getting in one of them remote islands, and you know what I mean. I fuck around, go to Haiti, bro. People say I'm crazy, yo. You feel me? But Haiti stand on their own too. They the slaves that got off the boat and said, "Fuck y'all." That's why they never fed Haiti. And a lot of people don't know the history of that. Haiti is the black independent people on earth because they the slaves that fought on that island and got the fuck up off that boat and killed them people and did what they had to do as men. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? So you'll catch me over there. It's cheap. You take 200,000-300,000 of this cheese from over there. You build yourself a castle with security till you die. In some of
They
these
was on that.
countries, in
They,
Belize, three,
they
four
was on.
hundred thousand dollars in Belize take you. It's going. You're gonna live the rest of your life. My uncle live in Thailand. Like, bro, your money go a long way in these places. You know what I'm saying? It go a long way, and it's just like you just gotta prepare mentally for that stuff because you never know. At the end of the day, bro, I never voted in my life. I'm a Muslim, and I grew up in the Nation of Islam, so you know we don't play them type of games. But when I do pay attention to it, because you always want to be alert and be on the point. I didn't vote for Obama because Obama, to me, in my eyes and my heart, it was a good thing to see a black man get up there. But we had a black president before, but people didn't know that because they aren't educated. But I'm looking at some of the things that Obama did, bro, was horrible, bro. And one thing he did was demasculinize men, allowing men to become women and allowing women to become men was one of the
If you
worstest decisions. And my man
listen,
Donald Trump, let me finish, boss. And my man Donald Trump said when he get in office, if a doctor's office do it, if anybody do it, they go into prison. And that's one of the worstest
I'm
things,
standing
bro.
on with that shit because that's the ten us the robot shit. Like you taking humanity with somebody's sex privilege is. They shouldn't be able to
Exactly.
choose what gender they're gonna be in doing it. It's confusing. Like I don't.
Yeah, and
That's
that's not, yeah, and
that
for
that
him
don't
to
even.
vote that.
You doing some. You playing God at that point.
Yeah, exactly. So with
Yeah.
respect to Obama, I like the fact that he walked down Pennsylvania Avenue with a big booty black chick with a rap in her hair. I felt all that. Boy from Chicago, but a lot of things he was doing, bro, like I can't agree with because it's the effect, off of it. But I understand one thing for sure and two things for certain. I knew Obama couldn't save us because a
There you
man
go.
of color would not get that much power in office like that, bro.
Oh, so
So
you
he
want to say
couldn't do but so much, so he had to do what he was told. You know what
that's
I
why
mean? Trump
that's why
not doing what he told. That's the
that's why
difference, bro.
look at the color of his skin though.
Exactly, yo. But at the end of the day, look at a man. That's what how the world's showing us. You know, I've been convicted of felony. So they tell you once you've been convicted of felony, life is over. The boy Trump been convicted of a felony. And he's running for president. And if
Yeah.
he get in office, he said he freeing all his mans that got locked up for June the 6th, or January the 9th, whatever the date they want to call it. He
You
freeing
all
all them.
started?
Huh?
Oh, not when the riot shit started. The shit
The
he got in trouble.
riot, all them dudes that got convicted when they ran up in the White House, sentences getting overturned. Donald Trump ain't playing a whole bunch of games. That's what you do, right? When you get in power, you go get your boys. He's
They done
showing
rock.
us the way to go. He's showing us what unity supposed to be like. Bro, he came out of office and them boys came running up in there about him. He showed us, man, when people don't play about you, man. The White House ain't been overtaken since the 1700s sometime, bro. Man did that, and then he's running for office. Farrakhan would have did that, man. They would send snipers everywhere and did them like they did a song. So I'm looking at it from a standpoint of, hold up, bro. This man showing the black, and then he always telling a nigga, black man, black people, wake up and smell the coffee. That's what he always say. Black people, black people like me. That's what he be saying,
But see,
bro.
that's why I said it's the trick with the poison. I get how you stand on this shit, but that's really borderline racism, though.
Nah, yo, I'm gonna tell you what racism is, bro, and I'm gonna tell you the
We
difference.
have we these race. I mean, they've been always doing shit, but when Trump was in the office, a lot of race shit got turned up to the max. And white people felt like they could do whatever. They was probably been doing it, but they had to hide it. Now it was just like in plain sight. I don't give a fuck, and we getting away with it because we got one of us in the motherfucking office.
Nah, but see, Trump a big boss. So one thing he ain't gonna do is let him be idiotic. The white people show their ass where they from. Because if they were showing their ass, they never came in the urban community bothering us. While Trump was in office, that was when he was decriminalizing the police department in these different parts of the state. That man just a dude like this, boss man. This is how I feel about Trump. Hey, I love being white. I love being white. I love being white. I'm gonna back my people up 100%. Everybody else, the only race is superior to the white man is the black man. I'm gonna tell the black man like this: Hey, I'm getting them illegal immigrants out of here, so them storefronts is gonna open up. I'm gonna put some money in the universe, and y'all do what y'all gotta do. You can't blame the man for loving his culture and saying, yo, long as y'all stand on business, we gonna stand on business. We gonna stay in our place. We gonna stay in our place. Y'all place, yo, you can't get mad at him because when he was in office and everybody got all them PBB loans and that, motherfuckers ain't buy the ghetto back. Motherfuckers ain't think 5 years down the line. He allowed
I'm
that money
glad
to
you
run
said that.
through.
No, I'm glad you said that. So time out. And we get in politics, and that's part of hip hop. So the one thing I like about what Obama did, right? When he set the shit, he had to do to eat the bullshit what he did. But what is it's unfortunately, but it's been in the history. Who is black people leaders? Either entertainers or motherfucking rappers. Like when I say entertainers, it's about ball players, basketball players. The only thing we get inspired by, right? They don't even let our gangster movies get too big. You know what I'm saying? To be inspired like
Or
how
the
other
pimps,
cultures
the
gangster.
max, the drug lords.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean by our gangsters. They don't even let them get that big. They murder that. So if you look at one thing, what I do fuck with, because you brought up buying your land, do with the money, do with the PP shit. The things that Jay-Z taught is told niggas all that now. Now he didn't always tell niggas be take your money and flip it and that. know this shit and build the family. Like niggas wasn't even, you know what I mean? Like it wasn't even cool for artists, which they get controlled, to be with their wife and know that the family don't feud no more. So it's like, it's weird how these messages be coming in a glass bottle where people don't pay attention to, because I'm like, yo, I get some of that Trump shit, but for a nigga to be a president and you keep freeing Kodak Black, like no knock to him, but that's not a representation for nobody to be like, that's who I want to be and bring that to and go do all that goofy shit. I think
But he
we
didn't
you got
have time. He didn't have time to get busy with everybody else. And you gotta look at it. You know what I mean? You gotta look at it on this tip, right? He freed Kodak because Kodak had the ways and means to get to him. Meaning that somebody in Kodak camp and somebody that deal with Kodak management, label, whatever, was able to drop a note for him. He ain't just free Kodak, he freed a free people. Lil Wayne got his gun charges exonerated. They
and
reached
our
out.
culture trying to sell his own tennis shoes. I ain't buying it. Like if you
Nobody,
got
bro. It's a listen, Chef G and them dudes and motherfuckers saying they do one. In fact, Joe said he's buying the tennis shoes for a replica. You get him? And Donald Trump's 70 years old. He's don't have another 30 years on Earth. You get what I'm saying? So dudes just saying, hey, they might be collecting items, they might be worth somebody. It's like a joke. You know, people with money, black people with money buy anything. They sell them a
right,
horse with no head. You get what I'm saying? People buy anything. You know what I mean? They buy into the brand. They do what they gotta do. But what I'm saying is, bro, I don't not know. I listen, bro. I'm only as racist as the next culture. I'm only as prejudiced as the next culture. I have no problem with Mexican people loving their culture and wanting to protect their people. White people, anybody. Our culture need to be more like that. Stick together and stand for something, because all he showed us
agree with
that,
that.
boy, hey, one thing about us white boys, we gonna rock out together. That's the message that I got out the
The
shit.
biggest thing that you said, stick up for something and stand for something. That's what
Yeah,
it is. Like
exactly, bro. You can't get mad at other cultures because they do it. You can't get mad at the Mexican people because they stood up there and died in the water, because their history is being written. You know, in year 3000, they're gonna have in the history book how they swimmed over the ocean to get in the United States and fight for
but
their
this
rights and did that. That's consistency, bro. They stuck together to get in America for a better life, bro. We wouldn't have never stepped in that water like that. We'd have turned back around.
but that bring it back to some hip hop shit, and where we from, we don't know how to do that, because people, like if one or two get out or do some shit and a motherfucker scared to jump because he was like, oh, this gonna fuck my check up tomorrow, so I ain't doing it. That's what type of people you deal with. I ain't never been one of them motherfuckers, for good or worse. So I can respect that, like you said, for any race. If you standing on some shit, you get around a mob of niggas or a tribe of niggas,
Exactly.
just shit that you standing on, and y'all supposed to just fight for that.
Y'all supposed to
Even
fight for
that's how you
that.
keep
Yeah.
money circulating on what the fuck y'all standing on.
Right. You know what I mean? That's why I say, I'm like you said, me, you, we guys, for anybody that's looking at this, we not politic dudes, but we understand some of it. You
Yeah,
get what I'm saying? I just say that I be telling my people, like, bro, I ain't mad at that man for loving his culture. Love your brother like he saying he love him. Love your brother and your community the way them people love Trump and each other and fought to get each other over the wall in the White House. You know what I mean? I'm not saying our culture go and do no ignorant shit like that, but I'm saying let's have that much heart to move together, because
right.
another culture showed you how they moving against the
Yeah,
government. They showing you. And the
yeah,
government stood down because America never been known for killing their people. So they showed us, like, black people, y'all could
right,
have did some shit like that. They can't start killing y'all. That's a war crime. They can't do it. And they
right.
stay exercise their rights, bro. You get what I'm saying? And then they got crucified,
But
got locked up, went to
that's how I
jail.
feel like something got passed down deep, and we could talk about this and go deep all day, because it's real shit that's bigger than music. That's why I feel like something got passed down with all the police killing being in our face, because once you show somebody the same way, if we show, if I'm a nigga coming up and rap and I show, oh, the next hip hop person, if I'm a girl, is supposed to be Sexy Red, instead of showing little, I mean, if I show Sexy Red more than Laura Hill, right? The average person is gonna keep following Sexy Red because niggas is trying. You know what I'm saying? It was like, so you can get deep. They don't. That's why I was like with Jay-Z doing, making sure, who knows what they do personal, but making sure he's staying with Beyonce, making sure I must preach a message is past having a thought and so on. We was growing up listening to bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks, and it is bitches ain't shit and hoes and tricks. But if I'm hearing that more, I'm gonna go just be thinking bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks more if I see the other side.
At the
Alcohol got
same
to start
time,
doing that.
bitches ain't shit. But hoes and tricks drop. Ladies first drop. UNITY drop. Paul
I
George
know, but
drop.
then
So
you get what I'm saying. But we don't get to show that back then. Radio back then, you could play both, and
right.
it's like you could pick whatever you live into and relate. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Ain't like
Is it yeah.
nobody don't make nasty shit, but you had to go find Luke before back in the day. We was watching it, but
Yeah.
when we woke up and we was doing shit, ain't no Sexy Red gonna be in no motherfucking school as no rapper. That's crazy.
I
I ain't
mean,
saying she
bro,
should get
but
her back, but that shouldn't be your person that they bring into a school. Cause it's just like, yo, you don't, unless you ain't got no clothes, you don't go to a wedding or go to court in a sweatsuit. Unless you just had to show face and you ain't had nothing else. But if you got an
but
option, you do it.
all right,
That's
but
just
let me tell you this. All right, I got you with this. I like that. Now I'm gonna tell you why, in my eyes, sexy red is acceptable in school to me, and you carrot because when I was 14 and 15, if you would have brought the Ready Rock smoking, coke sniffing, weed smoking, liquor drinking Wu Tang Clan to school, I would have went crazy. I would have went crazy with
nah.
me and my boys in the
You
ninth
not
grade
that's the
doing
same
that.
thing, and you a hip hop
So,
nigga.
yeah,
No, because as much as I heard Takao, I heard Knowledge itself, 5% of shit. I heard the older guards put us
but
on try
at
to
the
rock.
end of the day,
I
you
seen
also heard
Unity.
my
You
Tommy Hill ice rocking niggas. Sniff your brains out, all my Al Capone, Al Pacino niggas who down with drug smuggling, cracks
think
and
I don't
weed. The combination made my eyes bleed, bro. That was deep, bro. That was
yeah,
deep.
but
It's no different from him saying, get it sexy and get it sexy.
no,
Nigga saying,
it's a
sniff your
difference.
brains out.
No, listen, because
Nigga
on the
told
intro,
her,
if you want to
sniff
break
your
it down,
brains out.
listen. So say they drew us in with the bullshit, right? They say they did the way you got the Raekwon, you got the purple tape. You heard that, right? You also heard on the intro, yo, I'm sick of this shit, nigga. I need something better for my kids, for my seeds. I need something. We got to go back. I don't want to be out here selling this crack shit every fucking day.
We
You
won't
also
move, we
heard that,
won't migrate. Then he said, then
right?
the song come, I smack the fuck out one of you niggas.
No, that's life, though.
Come
That's
on,
life
man.
growing up in America, though. I ain't saying that ain't saying we can't have you gotta have Lauren Hill or gotta be pro-righteous on everything because some people ain't living in the pro-righteous shit and
No,
you be
I'm
speaking
just
to them like
saying.
that.
I'm
It's
just
no
saying, just
message in
remember,
Sexy Red. It's no message in Sexy Red song. I don't even want to fuck her. And I like
it was no
that
message
bitch
in Lil
sells
Kim songs either.
uh
It was no message
she,
in Lil
she
Kim.
no, she better than you right. You know what?
No, it was
That
the
shit.
same
And I wouldn't
thing,
bring Little
bro.
Kim to no school though. You would bring Little Kim to a school?
You would bring Lil Kim to a school, but she was gonna say pity back on my baby Biggie fuck him. He probably they was
I
her
wouldn't
hit
have bought.
songs.
The point is that no, you missing my point. I know we had to go get to hear in Lil Kim. We listened to NWA and all that shit. You had to go get that shit. They wasn't promoting it at no fucking school. We was promoting it. We was hooking school, getting to find it after shit playing it. But we knew goddamn well we had enough respect. Yo, I'm not gonna play this shit in the car with my kids or my girl. I'm gonna go jam this shit on my own time.
Right.
The level of the level how this one saying negativity getting praised and commercialized is fucked up. I ain't gonna say we all ain't gonna do it,
I'm just
but it's just
saying
like,
that I gotta argue with you and some of my homeboys like E Watts about that because I have to honestly say
yeah, he watches
because
my
we are the
guy.
students of it. We are the students of this, bro. Just as nigga, this what a nigga said in the rap because I always just like to quote lyrics. I'm 15 years old and nigga said niggas press they lucky and they get a butt fucking straight up the ass raw dog with a rat and I don't fuck with a condom because a condom is a problem from the AIDS getting sprayed. I'm rapping this from the bottom of my lungs with my boys drinking, talking about passing AIDS. And we thought it was the hardest motherfucking thing in
But,
the
but
world.
but would you rap that shit? Let me ask you this question: would you rap that shit around some school people or around your mother or
Not
around your
at
kids?
45, but at 15, my mother had to hear it. She gotta hear it. It's on loud. She's cussing me out. I live with my grandmother. Cut it off. I can't handle it, grandma. Please. I break down crying. This is Biggie new joint. The best of Biggie. I listen to gospel. I ain't listen to it with it because my grandmother and that went down.
Don't let what happened in your. I ain't
Yeah.
never been taught that you just So I'm not sitting on Sexy Red, but I'm just saying that's a little bit too far to have lipstick named after STDs. Lil Kane do that shit, nigga.
Because
You
at the end of the day,
that's crazy. You
Lil
don't think that's
Kim did
crazy?
everything that was provocative in the 90s. You get what I'm saying? Now we turn to 2024. Sexy Red is what these girls talking about it because females died. Female hip hop died out. It was all about the male. So the last 4 years, these girls say, hey, some of these girls like, all right, we're gonna just do player shit. If a girl come from California, all she know is her mother and aunt been whores and been pimped, and she came up. I'm not letting a man do this to me. I'm doing it for myself and reaping all the benefits. And now she throw it in the rap. You got girls that's going through that shit out here that feel it like we feel MCs,
No,
rap
but
record.
I don't know.
You
We
got
should
girls
praise.
that
I don't
feel
know if
them.
that should be put. Listen, I don't know. We should put that on a pedestal and make it commercialized. A commercial is made to sell you something. You know, the real definition of commercial is a commercial to come on TV to sell you something. So commercial
Right,
music back in the day on the radio was juicy, where you couldn't even say the towers got blown up, nigga. You had to edit that. You had to make a
right,
clean version. And when
exactly.
somebody took, and when somebody went to the store and bought their own motherfucking house after that, because they had to.
That's before you can do 30. That's before you can do 100 million with all your platforms. Sexy Red do 100 million in a day. 10 on YouTube,
because
another
because
7
she
million
sold.
on the
That's what I'm
internet.
saying. They put it in the schools, and you don't go do that. That's what
I'm
I'm trying to
quite
say.
sure Sexy Red went and seen one of her more provocative songs at a school, but at the end of the day, I just be wanting to tell people the truth. At the end of the day, that's some little girl dreaming at school. Whether we think that she's saying the right things, it's motivation on another level because that's just what music do. So bringing her at a school
The
might
beginning of
save a
time.
little girl life because Sexy Red tell you, I got my high school diploma, girl, and I did a year of college. That might save a little girl life. You
Now
get what I'm
fuck that.
saying? So
She
you
go
know,
to our own school because I ain't gonna agree with you with that because yo, you could have did that shit anywhere you wanted to. But why would you bring her to a school? It was other options. You could have got
but why not though? She's the hottest female artist right now.
some the same reason why we just sitting here saying that we had to double down. We had investments. If I could make this is how I'm gonna put it to you the best way. If I'm not wanting for money, right? And it's not like I gotta go do this. This is my back against the wall, so I gotta go do some fuck shit. If we both had a label and we rich, who you signing Drake or Kendrick Lamar? And our label doing good as shit. We ain't wanting for money for the bills we pay. We rocking over this motherfucker. Cause it ain't like
That's not
Kendrick
the
ain't
same thing. That's not the same thing.
I'm doubling down with the more shit that I feel that's respectful. Cause I know that because art can change some shit.
I'm just
I'm
saying what I'm saying is that I understand your standpoint of it, and if we had a chance to bring it out there, what I'm saying is that all our heroes, right, and all our night for females, their nice and shining armor might not have been the most beauty. Your Beauty and the Beast might not have been the most beautifulest person, like. But what I'm saying is, overall, X the music out, the influence that Sexy Reds have will get the attention of these little girls. If Sexy Red publish, write down the right things for Sexy Red to say, it means a lot to a little girl that looks up to
all right,
this woman,
all right.
bro.
So let me explain something. This is a real fact because maybe you'll get what I'm saying. We did a high school tour. How we started out as a group. Club song banging. It's the Luke shit face down, ass up, the NEK
Right.
joint. Right now, we knew that would work because Quick Black Star was setting up. That was his record that was getting him out here, and then the Quick and them was there, and they was already banging that record in the clubs. So we just went on here and just preached to these motherfuckers the whole time. It had been fucked up, right? You know why it worked? We also had a record called "Listen to the Block," what it's saying, and then in between our performance, a speaker would speak about STDs, about a bunch of positive shit, but it was cool. So technically, it's like these kids in high school probably is having sex. So they need to listen to this message, and I need to say face down, ass up to get them to listen to it. It was
No,
fulfilled after that.
no,
This
because
bitch
if you
on
walk
time
in,
out, she got the world listen to him and got some gonorrhea lipstick, nigga. That's crazy. There's no way you could slice that. I don't give a fuck what you gotta tell me, yo. That's bad. That's like using low vibrational, if you want to call it the devil, because I don't want to like get into all that spiritual shit. But if it's like, damn, you ain't even the drug dealer to give out turkeys and shit back in the hood after you sold everybody crack. You ain't even gonna give out no turkeys. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
She
yeah,
just doubled
yeah.
down on selling crack. I just want to sell more
I'm
crack
saying
on
all
Thanksgiving.
I'm saying is I get everything you saying 100%. All I'm
Yeah.
saying is that when it comes to it's a popularity thing. If you say to the kids today, like, all right, you say who y'all want today? You want to get Coco Brown? You want to get Sexy Red, or would you like to have Conjolita Rice? Y'all put y'all names, the name of the people that y'all want to see to give y'all speech for senior inauguration. And boy,
I'd have,
if
I'd have gave
everybody put
Lotto.
in there
I'd get
Sexy
five for
Red,
to the red. Sex, because Lotto ain't too far, not ratchet enough for them to respect her. She's young enough.
Lotto
I'd have
and
gave
all
like
I'm on the same level, meaning that they are. All I'm saying is, bro, we know the knowledge and we love the knowledge. You know, Malcolm X was my guy, but at the end of the day, if they would have told me Wu-Tang Clan coming up here or the Nation of Islam, I'ma have to
I'm
tell the brothers I'ma see them when I get around the way. I'm
you making
hollering at
listen,
Meth and
you
Ray and
making
them,
so much
bro.
you making so much sense because education matter and knowledge is power. But where's the person that's blended? It ain't like time out. Nas is one of our dopest poets, but it ain't like this
Like,
nigga ain't say he snuck a Uzi in his Allen and on me jacket
exactly.
and but he still told us the world is yours. That's what I'm trying to say. Mob Deep was even
Exactly.
talking about sticking niggas up and had knowledge.
But
That's what's
Nas
missing from
was
hip
gonna
hop.
come in there like this, calm, cool with his chains on. But then you come out the same week. If they say, boy, after Nas coming there, they bring out Onyx. Nigga, we feeling it. When Sticky say, listen, go to school, get your education, read your books. Then he said, bring them up.
I
That's
don't want to
all
hear
we
that
give
from a
a
nigga.
fuck
No,
about.
listen, it's balanced because this is what I'm trying to say. The difference is they shouldn't even have the option for a school show. If they had cousin when they get out of there, their boyfriend, some people around their way, they mothers want to go take them to motherfucking to see Sexy Red, and fine. But what you won't do is influence the minds of some kids that ain't on that shit with the most ratchetest shit in the world.
But what if she come and talk to the kids? You think she gonna walk into school and talk
Do,
ratchet?
do you know what she did after this shit? The bitch, when they wouldn't let her in because she smelled like she showed up smelling like weed, right? They wouldn't let her in,
Uh-huh.
and she went out there and made a post and then stood on the car and twerked and performed anyway.
And guess what? Guess what?
That's
Get
I
Bossman,
can't
guess
imagine.
what? Every fucking kid that was in that school that had a cell phone gave her that money with their eyes. So she won anyway. The school just lost out of having getting the brownie points. She had every person in that lot watching her on their phones, getting rolled up. Hey, go to the office, put that phone down. Hell no,
That's
not
the point.
today.
That's you
Not
gonna have
today. I ain't
motherfuckers
putting his
outside of work.
phone
You gonna
down.
have motherfuckers outside the work going to ape shit too.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Not today. I ain't putting his phone down. Imagine they told you they ain't let Lil Kim
All right, check
Lil
this out.
Kim outside. Man, you gonna tune
We
in.
got. I want to slide off to this, and then I got to probably get up in 5 minutes. But check this
Okay.
out. The Meek. You know why I think Meek, Drake, I mean, Hove had to leave Meek alone with that prison reform shit and back away from it because
Why?
after he was spot like that, right? Meek can't just change who he is and put a couple lines in there. But what did he do musically? Musically, we only talk about I don't know what he did for Philly, showing up and did behind the scenes, but with his voice is the reason why he's even in that situation. Musically, he ain't even do like a all my life like how Dirk and Cole do. Dirk went right back to doing some street shit, but he still did that all my life shit that people can relate. It was like, don't judge me, I'm coming from nothing, but I'm thinking positive. I'm seeing Meek just going prison reform. One day you up there with them, you with the white guys, robbing the craft, and then all your new videos got big ass choppers. That's why I feel like he lost a disconnect because it's like, which one is it? Now, when we use, and this is what I'm gonna try to say this, what make you great as an artist is to find your balance without changing who you is. Jay-Z don't rap. He raps about what life or art is, what you're supposed to be at this age to school people to look down at the OG. Same reason why I would say 50 can't be on that level, because every time 50 get on the song, you sound like the same nigga from a mixtape 50 million years ago that you ain't even moving like that in life, my nigga. So it's a disconnect with your art. If we just talking about art. So Hov still say I cooked up the pot, wave it, but it's on a he's talked about what he did with the money. Is there still a message in the negativity? That's what I'm trying to say. These bitches and niggas they put in front of this youth, making it seem like it's cool. It's like, damn, we know you gotta keep a blicky. We know you gotta go do shit, but what else we gotta do though? That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
ain't
yeah.
there.
I get it, bro. I get
I'm
it.
not
But
bringing Easy E to the school. I'm bringing Ice Cube. Easy E ain't coming to the school. Ice Cube can come because he gonna give me both sides, and that's the reality the kids need to hear.
yeah,
That's all
bro.
I'm saying. We gonna leave it on that. I mean, I'm
But
saying with the school shit. That's what I mean about that.
all I'm saying is, bro, I'm with you 100%. But you know how I would have handled it with Sexy Red, with Bossman, or maybe Scarf. I was at the school giving a program. I say, look, Sexy, there's kids in here. It's all in the way you talk to people. See, our people don't know how to. You notice, I'm gonna tell you something, right? If you pay attention how sometimes white people talk to their kids and they being the most disrespectful, and it take them a while, but they eventually get them to calm down. Sexy Red, a kid that struck gold. And this is very important. Us older people got to remember. We're not talking about a 35-year-old. We're not talking about a fucking 30-year-old. We're talking about a 24-year-old from the slums that just got they in their first 2 years of this fame, and they haven't shook the ignorance off. We can blame Fat Ham. We can blame Boss Man for coming to a school smelling like a pound of weed when all you gonna be there is for an hour. You couldn't put the weed down. You know better, but we gotta stop acting like Tupac ain't have a nose ring too. That's just my favorite bar for it, bro. Tupac had a
I
nose
agree when he
ring
said
too,
that.
bro.
And I agree with it. He said that right, and it only goes back to how you change the dynamic. That's why it goes back. They say even if my daughter, all right, she can listen to Sexy Red, but if she doing too much because it's influence, I gotta check her.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna check and be the
yeah.
parent to be like, oh my God, you crazy. What are you doing? You want to be
But
this because this is what your options is. But I gotta let her know that even if you gonna bang this shit, it's something else you could do with it. You don't do it both in hands of that because it ain't like you. This is the world we live in. That's the only thing I'm saying. So Sexy Red ain't a person to be at school. She should get her check. Maybe she ain't got nobody to school her, but whoever around her that's older, tell her.
let me ask you this before you run off for me. Listen, how much coke did you sniff listening to Wu Tang?
I ain't never no coke
Right?
listening.
How much crack did you put in your weed? You never did it, right? NWA, how many times did you have an AK-47 in your hand? So what I'm saying is,
They wasn't at
every
my school.
girl that
No, no,
listen to
no, no. Time
Sexy
out, time
Red
out.
ain't gonna go out here and twerk, bro.
Nah, I ain't tell you if we just being real because I wouldn't hide it. I ain't tell you I ain't never do it. You tell me how many times I did it listening to the Wu Tang. Once you start moving around the music industry and you different graphics, you will try different drugs. What the fuck is this
Right,
between coke and Molly? Because our
right,
culture say it's cool. If you want to know the
right,
truth, so
right,
if I ain't running from that,
right.
I'm saying you don't bring that to the school. That's what I'm trying. Because I didn't do it when I was that young. Because Wu Tang wasn't at my school.
No, they ain't never,
That's what I'm
they ain't
trying
never
to.
cut none of them niggas. But I'm just saying,
Did I watch
all
all
I'm
that
just
shit? Did
saying
I
is
watch
that
New Jack City? And that shit be
right. I
I'm
think
saying.
if Ice Cube and Ren and them would have came to the school, even with Easy back then, they wouldn't have been like, "Yo, fuck the world." They would have been like, "Yo, get your education. It ain't hard out here, bro." But I would like, yo, bro. I'm gonna keep it real. Me, as a kid, I would have liked for a nigga to come smelling like weed in the school when I was young. Cause you know why? No, let me tell you why. Let me tell you. When you thinking at that age, I'm gonna tell you why I would have liked it because I would have been like, "Damn, yo, understand. Yo ain't like my father or my uncle and them that just trying to
I
preach
agree
that
with that.
shit.
That's why you
He
get
on
the
a
player.
level, bro. He cool as shit. That the cool teachers and the cool motherfuckers that's outside of your household is the motherfuckers you grasping to, and they telling you the same shit your parents telling it to you, but yo got blunt in his hand. He telling you turning the music up like, man, my uncle won't never let me turn the music up. He let you do this shit, and then he give you the knowledge. That knowledge stick to you. It's the same shit your people giving it to you, but it just hit different when you heard from somebody that you think that's super cool. So all I was saying is, yo, sometimes you gotta use the idiots to get the message across. You know what I mean? This is the way you don't be when you got money. You
But
get what I'm
where's the
saying?
So that's what I'm saying, and if we just using her, and I think we can make
The
better
message
choices.
is you can make it. That's the message, the only message Sexy Red can give. And finish school and listen to your parents. The only shit that she can say because she's not educated yet. She didn't mature yet on the level to say, hey, I've been through this or have a heart to heart because she would have came and presented herself better. But when she get a little older, she gonna be better. We just can't fault them when they're young because they didn't live longer than us to understand like yo, you're a fool because we all made idiotic decisions under 30 and some of us still making them at 40. You get what I'm saying? So
And you and you
I don't
probably
beat on them that bad.
I know this. If you go, I tell you just some real shit that's the same, and it was off of hip hop. The shit that I read on the back of Nas CD. I remember one day out hustling. Everybody was hustling. My father came hustling. I'm talking about getting high in front of the house. We seeing all this shit. So when I came up around the way, of course you was just gonna go up into it. You can have your own brain, but you kind of a product of your environment in some shape,
Mm-hmm.
form, or fashion. When I stopped, while everybody was just still doing more, I take a break and eat my food and read the back of it was written and shit like that. And the shit Joe was saying, when I could read it, I was starting to look at my surroundings and was like, I ain't doing none of this shit they doing forever. Fuck this. So you could spark somebody's mind in that same situation with what we make cool. If they had a hit Nas from us and was like, oh, that's whack. If you, then we'd have been like, oh, he's just some preacher schoolboy. But the fact it was a little balance, he looked like Mobb Deep, he's what you call it. But if you listen and you was like, nah, this nigga saying some other shit. That's the type of people that I can think. I ain't knocking Sexy Red, and I hope she can't relate. But I just know if the last thing I'm gonna say, if you see all that and you're a girl that's getting molested, when you go home by somebody in your family because your mother a trick and all that, and your school just turned up, and the whole people was taking the phone of the girl twerking, smelling like weed in the car, you more likely to go home and keep getting fucked.
Nah,
But if you feel
I
like,
can't say that
I,
because at the end of the day, Sexy Red is symbolizing a good time. You get what I'm saying? And I'm quite sure she ain't laughing about no girl getting raped, but they didn't let her in the school to hear what she had to say, so we never know what she had to say. And guess what? The bottom
all right, so
loves
you
to
you
get
get
taught by the
yo
bottom.
people, the rapists ain't raping them. They programming them when they got them like that. They not raping them. That's why they don't tell. If they were just
I
raping
mean,
because
yeah,
of
you know, that's a deep thing, but I mean, I just don't, I just don't think, I mean, some music made me scrap up before. Music made me want to do shit, but I can't say the music was the heavy influence. I just needed the music for the motivation because these niggas was talking that gangster shit on there, but I never wanted to go grab an AK and do no stupid shit because I heard it in the rap song. But I know if I would have seen Sticky Fingers, then he would have told me, Shorty, go to school and would have rolled up a blunt, that would I still would have been telling that story to this day. So I'm just saying, yo, I don't really be it's a superstar. So when you become a superstar, bro, you got more power than a lot of people at that moment. Even though the same shit that your publicist is gonna tell you to say to them is the same shit that everybody preaching to them. It just sounds better coming from you because you are who you are. You get what I'm saying? Even when you know what I'm saying, when your shit drop, you could have been saying say anything to a up and coming rapper back in the early 2000s and it meant gold. You could have just banged the nigga in the mouth and told the nigga, yo, whenever you go on the show, protect yourself. It's gold. Cause yo stopped and told me I will protect myself at the show. I seen him fighting at the show. So bro, you can learn a lot from a dummy. That's all I'm telling you, bro. So you gotta say, I want my daughter to see Sexy Reds and say, hey, she's not gonna have a husband for a long time. So at the end of the day, we don't have bad people. How can you give knowledge if everybody coming to you with a suit and
oh,
tie and saying, God is
you're
good
not,
and you should do
especially
this
you're
and
not
do
gonna
that?
relate.
Where the real people at?
No, this is, and that's the only thing I'm saying is like, where does it go too far? That's the best way I could put it. And was like
It's been
my
going
quote.
too
I agree
fucking
with you. Like how
far
you said you agree with me saying, I
since
totally
79.
understand. And my only point was like, I don't think. I think it was a better Lauren if we use it because I don't even know if they got one. They probably got somebody that's super positive. Something super positive at a hood school ain't gonna relate. You gonna be like, man, get the fuck out of here. I just keep saying this shit. It was like that's
Yeah.
not gonna work. So I agree with that. That's probably was the wrong example, but it's people out here that grew up in that street shit that's still trying to save the streets
Yeah,
instead of
fuck yeah.
embrace it. That's why I use the narrative. It's like, damn, the nigga sold all the drugs, fed the whole neighborhood poison, and on Christmas or nothing, he ain't doing nothing. Like, where's the flip side of it? Because everything got a
But
flip
he
side.
not gonna do nothing if the other listen. We learn how to get turkeys and shit out of in the hood from seeing Miss B Gaddy do it. But if it's never was a B Gaddy, around or was a good person to feed the homeless, we wouldn't know. So all you could do, the hood is a reflection of the first nigga that brought you out the porch. If the first nigga brought you out the porch, took the old lady bags and did certain shit, that's what you did because you learn from
Yep.
people.
Until
You
you
get what
learn
I'm
better.
saying? You learn from people. So, like I said, he breaking law. He a cold-blooded killer, but he stopped for Miss Fanny and helped Miss Fanny. So, I could just go shoot a nigga and walk right up and scream, Miss Fanny, you need help with your bags? Trying to get the hot gun off, but I can still help Miss Fanny because that's what the big homies taught me. If the big
But
homies
they
ain't
also
did
back then used to teach niggas no women, no kids. So you wouldn't have probably put Miss Fanny, you wouldn't have did like Nino did and grab like how you grabbed the bitch and dude. You get my example. So we
exactly.
not you wouldn't have did that though, because you'd have got taught back then, nigga. That's a no. If niggas paid attention to New Jack City,
And it was niggas out here. If you look at some of the crime stories and documentaries, it was niggas that pulled the Nino Brown move all over the world. You know what I mean? It happens.
the culture got to stop praising that. We sharing this on the hip hop shit as we're turning notes. I was like, we can't. I ain't saying we block them. You don't let them in, but why are we praising that?
No, I don't think
That
it's
don't
a
make sense.
praise. Like my grandfather used to do me like this, bro. He just used to show me people that you didn't want to be like. And then I see him lend them money, shake their hands, hold 30-minute conversation, jump back in the car. Hey, never be like that motherfucker. He's a no good motherfucker. And I'm thinking to myself, why you was talking to him? Why you was talking to him, thinking to myself, I didn't ask my grandfather that, but I just had in my mind it was a no good motherfucker. Once I got of age, that nigga was a no good motherfucker. You feel me? So it's just like, nah,
Shit, I
man.
got
But my
I got
grandfather never
motherfuckers.
told me to
I still
disrespect
gotta.
him. My grandfather never said
That's life.
disrespect that man and nothing. He just told me watch him. Just ever when you ever get old, watch motherfuckers like him. That's it. I needed that. So when I got older and watched him, the motherfucker tried to pull me and move. My grandfather gained me on this nigga 20 years ago. He's still out here doing the same shit 20 years later. No fiends when you was little, they was getting hot and they start turning to your peers and shit. You start knowing them. So I'm just saying that we used to say this in prison in drug counsel. We used to always ask the drug counsel, yo, you went to school to be a drug counselor for 4 years. How the fuck you want to tell us about getting high? You never got high. Your mother never got high. Your father never got high. Your grandmother never got high. You went to school and learned about getting high. Nobody want to hear that shit. Niggas going to sleep. But when the motherfuckers walked in there and said, I used to get high, shorty, what the fuck is you talking about? You start being relating. You get what I'm saying? Them teachers in there busting their ass, bro, for them kids. They educated, but they can't get to them kids like Little Dirt can. They can't get to them kids like Julio
Exactly. So why?
Fulio.
But listen, I'm bringing Lil Durk before I bring NBA YoungBoy. That's my point. At least I seen Lil Durk have the other of records. I worked with Lil Durk before. I told that nigga is like a cool nigga. He super grew up in this shit. His story is real. It ain't no cap with it, but his soul ain't fucked up. Like you ever be around a nigga was like, I guess they got to you and you don't know no fucking better. That's what
But
I feel like Sex
but
is.
but then when you
I'm like,
bring
damn,
young
they got to you.
you bring Dirt, and Dirt is the epitome of he changed his life. You bring Young Boy with the pending cases and chains, and you put him on that screen in the jail, and you gonna get a deeper message across with Dirt that made all my life. It's just the reality going to hit because my message is Dirt changed. Dirt good. He in his mansion. Nigga, that go a rich
He
nigga
still
in
rap street.
handcuffs right
He
there.
still put out shit. He still put
No,
out
but I'm
different
just
shit.
saying though, right now, Dirk got a cool little image, you know what I'm saying? But Young Boy is the epitome of a rich young motherfucker who was popping strips, who was on the box in Utah, who had a whole beautiful house
So he
at
ain't the person to be
85
talking to the
acres and
kids
still
though,
in
bro.
jail. Huh?
He, I don't know if he the person. Maybe when he get out of that motherfucker and change, because niggas do
Nah,
change.
bro.
But
I
at
would
that
just say
time,
for my
people
son,
still.
I want my son to see that nigga in that motherfucking orange jumper so he can look at my motherfucking son how he look in court and tell him, Shorty, listen to your parents and do the right thing because I think that's gonna lead to more vision than a clean cut dude that got himself together telling them the vision. Cause yo, that's his favorite rapper. Yo, NBA YoungBoy scream way more than Dirt. And he's independent, by the way. He's a successful young motherfucker. He's a fucking genius, but he got a drug addiction. Pain fucking him up.
Because
So there's
they
a lot of
praise, you know
dudes that can
why? And that's
relate.
what I'm saying. You'll go like Dame tell you who ran record labels. In a situation when hip hop started, it didn't praise that. It didn't block it, but that wasn't the praise. You know, the shit that got praised had a little bit
But
time message. If you was too raw, that shit had to be. They tried to band it. Like I ain't. I mean, we fuck with Luke. We need sex, but they tried to ban Luke. They tried to ban NWA when they just stayed in that pocket of negative shit. You know what I'm saying? Because Jelly Hurt, they're like so it was we would hear about it. It was like, damn, that can't be the best thing to do. It's like now, the commercial song for Biggie was Juicy. It wasn't motherfucking. Then they was able to show the warning and show the other side. It wasn't other shit. That's I agree with you, but I'm like the only way you gonna fix them if we be like that ain't like the way the message is going. Because I think if you tell somebody never do drugs, that they see drugs every day and just tell them with no example how it can fuck you up, they might go try it. It's like
Exactly.
some of the worst people is somebody that never been through some shit that they even know that they had to play with fire to learn from a lesson. You know what I'm saying? So I get that, but I'm still not.
I just
If we
feel
had a
like
school
right
shit,
now,
take me off
NBA
the show
young
if we
boy
bring in Sexy
message.
Red to school.
Hey, listen, I feel like this right now. I feel like NBA young boy message is so fucking powerful right now because, bro, I say this watering up. When you want to tell a nigga, my little nephew and them, look at this man, 85 acres on the box, got everything in the world, all the money that you can imagine, bro. The boy passed out with zanies and shit around him. Look at that, man. This is what money and celebrity and popular. Why is he doing this shit? It's
Because
deeper.
all the music he was listening to telling them to get high, nigga. That's the whole point. They probably told him, look, this is working. This is how you gonna make money. I'm gonna make you a star. Selling this message, he tried a little bit of it. And shit, if that shit keep getting you paid, you get addicted to it. Even if you're addicted to it. It might
Y'all
not even be
niggas
the
was
addiction of
addicted
the
to them
motherfucking
pills
pills.
before they got that check,
To the lifestyle.
boss man. I was doing I did pills way before I would ever got a check. But what I'm saying is with young boy, I just feel like this, bro. I feel like I'm a knowledge seeker and just growing up in the streets, growing up in the shooting gallery and shit like that, bro. I learned a lot from the prostitutes. I learned a lot from the dope niggas. I learned a lot from the fiends and shit. Like it was like some of the smartest people I ever seen in my life, and I became seasoned because of that. So that's why I advocate on that level for it, because I'll be like, yo, the worstest people, yo, got the most knowledge. I sat in jail with niggas that had rape charges. You know what I mean? I gotta share this for you with it before you go. I met a man. Man gonna put him out there, but he asked me a serious question. We sitting in the cell, we chopping it up, cooking out food. He said, "Yo, let me ask you a question, yo." He like, "Yo, people," and you give me your opinion on this. He said, "Yo, people think I'm the worst person in the world," but he like, "Yo, is you consider a rapist if you was getting raped all your life, and then the first time you just got around people and you did that to somebody, are you a rapist?" Man, I'm telling you, as a man, I couldn't answer the
No,
motherfucking question.
I'm heavy in that for a whole bunch of experiences. I agree with that. You don't make you a dark. So I'm saying Sexy Reds might not be a bad person. That's why I said I ain't talking
No, we
about
ain't talking about the
doing
sexy red. I want your
on
opinion
purpose.
on that though.
Oh yeah, anybody like that. No, I agree with you. But I think the only way you change that from happening is the key thing. He was getting raped. He thought it was cool. So the more we show him that being a rapist is cool and never getting exposed that it ain't,
No, he learned that
it's going to lead to other motherfuckers.
he learned the hard way that ain't cool. Nigga went up inside his head a few times. He learned the hard way when it ain't cool, but it's these classes in prison that you be around people and you learn
Mm.
shit. And I'm just like, damn, yo, I ain't never look at this shit like that. You know what I mean? I was locked up with a guy by the name of
Oh,
Nicholas
now we
Browning.
real saying because hold on, we got to say this. The blogger from the Purge Show. If because we've been on here for a minute. Yes, we agree he's still a rapist. We just thinking like, damn, did he want to be a rapist growing up? Did he want
Yeah,
to be
like
that? But yes,
we
he
know
damn
your
sure is
rapist. He been
a rapist.
convicted and tried and got 40 years. You know what I mean? The court of law said that he that, but he explained to a nigga that what happened to him, and it was like how it started. So his first interaction with a woman, he thought it was just supposed to be a just a aggressive thing. You get what I'm saying? That's just it. That's all. He's like, bro, I ain't really, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know that the word no meant no. Cause when I said no, a motherfucker kept going. You get what I'm saying?
I always tell people just because somebody kills somebody don't make them a murderer. It might be what they grew up around or what they shit. But a motherfucker that know better that keep doing the same old shit.
Right. And he was a
It,
child with a habit. You do that shit to a
it,
child. It's one thing. Nobody should be, assaulted on that level at all. But it's one thing happening to a child. And I look at that like, I just talked to my little man today when he said, yo, his uncle and them, all they ever did was kill. You get what I'm saying? He was a little boy. All he ever seen them niggas do was kill right in front of his grandmother's house, shootouts and shit. And he said one of the guys, he ran across. And he said one of the guys that raised him ran the choirs and he went to shake his hand. He had to tell him, I don't fuck with you. Man, you fucked my life up. That shit y'all niggas was doing fucked my life up. You understand what I'm saying? It fucked my life up.
yeah, we from Baltimore, bro. I was just asking the dude on here was that when we was from.
You got that right, we
Ham, I
from
agree.
Baltimore.
Yeah, that's why I mean, at the end of the day, you got to use your experiences to try to just, if you know better, do better, and try to show some better energy. As far as to keep it on hip hop, I just felt like if we commercialize more of a doper message, it'd change the frequency from how we started the show to like, not to bring him to the top of the discussion, but that's obviously a Baltimore hip hop legend who just, he ain't gonna get that music no more. So we losing something from an
Yeah,
artist and really his shit. And we said like, damn, being the real the artist not art no more. It's not about art. It's about like how real you can be with the song, match it, and really put that out there. And I was like, that got to change somehow. And that's why it goes back to ending. It was like, well, damn, look what we doing in the school system. That's who we gonna book today. And it's just, I think it's never gonna stop until we get to praise something with some kind of fucking message. There ain't gotta be no motherfucking person with, because the message can't be just to be righteous. Because I think it's impossible in life to do that.
right.
Then you become one of these fake ass motherfuckers that just preaching some shit and you ain't even exposing that you got some kind of flaws.
Man,
That's
at
why
the
we
end
love
of the day,
Tupac. Cause
I love Pac for that, bro. I just don't like fake motherfuckers, man. And I just feel like some motherfuckers be getting to the level where they at and just be fake, bro. I'm one of them niggas to tell these little niggas straight up and down, bro. I stole cars and I thought it was cool. Bro, I disrespect women. I thought it was cool. Bro, I went
yeah,
out of jail. I thought it was funny. You get what I'm saying? I thought it was funny. I disrespect the police and the judge with no problem and go to jail with my head held up high. I thought it was funny, man, until I started meeting dudes like Nicholas Browning, who killed his mother, who killed his father, and killed his three brothers. I started meeting niggas with 50 and 90 motherfucking years. I started meeting niggas that was in jail longer than I've been living. You understand what I'm saying? So you don't get around that.
yeah.
I done laid on my back with 5 bullet holes in me with a man that died next to me. I've been through different type of shit. I grew up playing games. Let's run down the step and make my uncle miss while he putting that spike in his arm. I grew up doing shit like that. So at the end of the day, I just know a battered child, a fucked up child. I know who gonna get to them versus who ain't gonna get to them, bro. We don't want to hear that shit, yo. That the good principal talking. He's a good man, bro. He's telling us the right thing, but it make more sense if yo and them tell us. That's what it is. The niggas that's in the streets that supposed to be this and that need to tell the truth. When you tell the truth for what, yo, you can go blow that nigga because you felt like he disrespect you. But nigga, if you go to court and you get found guilty, you gonna get life. And your girlfriend, a nigga gonna be fucking her, and nigga gonna be sunning your kids up, and a nigga might smack the shit out your daughter. When you tell a nigga that and he still go break that law, that's on him, bro. But when he don't know no better, because everybody sugarcoated, go to college, go do this, go do that. Like my motherfucking mother ain't sniffing coke. Like my father ain't smoking coke. Like my motherfucking brother ain't just catch a life sentence. Like my sister ain't a freak. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is going through real shit like that, and we can't have these motherfuckers going in there all cute and pretty playing. Because that's a problem, because it's gonna go in one ear out the other. You get a real motherfucker telling you real
I'm
shit,
agreeing
you
with
gonna
you.
listen.
I agree with you saying that, and that's why I took that off a board of the debate. I was like,
Yeah, we want real people, bro. We want real people. No, I ain't saying her in general, but I'm just saying real people, bro. Like you gotta see a real thing.
Will just come out and just say it earlier. Basically, what I'm trying to say, I get all that starting off. They would not, if we ran an ad on that right now on YouTube, that shit algorithm, because it got a message. But if you just went over to him just saying the most fuck shit ever, that shit will get in the algorithm. That's what I'm talking about. Got to change. You can commercialize the truth because the truth probably gonna have a message. We're gonna find out two things from the truth. You a motherfucker that's doing fuck shit. You just a fuck nigga. Like it's been fuck motherfuckers in the world for since
Right,
years before we was born. It's just
right.
real. Or you're a person that was in a fucked up situation, did what the fuck you was influenced by.
I just don't
That's
believe
all I've
in.
been
I
saying.
just believe in life. I just believe in life. When I was little, right? I was in a lot of hospitals and shit like that, bro. And I remember just like them white people playing with me. Like just coming from the, I remember the white people really playing with me, asking me what was blue, yellow, and orange. After she told me what the colors was, I know what the colors is. And she asked me 50 fucking times. And keep saying my first name and keep trying to make me feel like I'm dumber than what I'm making me feel like I'm dumb.
Right.
So with all that being said, I'm like, man, I got to get the fuck away from these people, man. Like, man, I'd rather go see them niggas. I'd rather sit on my porch and watch the niggas hustle all day than to listen to these people playing with the colors because them what's real is the police coming to lock them niggas up. What's real is one of them niggas might get robbed. What's real is yo just did this. Hey, we talking about yo just put his gun right there. We grew up doing that. It's reality. So as soon as that nigga say something to us, we, huh? What you say? You get us that my motherfucking grandfather told us stop jumping on the fence for hours. Joe Blow come out the corner. Boy, get your little
You
ass
ain't
off
listen.
that fence. You off the fence.
Yeah,
Hitting them with the big
yeah.
five, Joe. My man. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, listen to
No,
your grandmother and them. And that was just like, damn, yo, grandfather just told me get off the fence before I bust my head all Joe Blow because he got on a sweatsuit and some tennis shoes, bro. And I just feel like he could relate to me more than my grandfather. I listened to him first. Is anything wrong with that? No. Because that's just what my grandfather listened to a motherfucker before he listened to his daddy. You get what I'm saying? It's just been like that for the time. We have heroes. They're not our neighborhood heroes, and the people we look up to is not the most pretty, most fashionable people. But we would rather have those people than fake people. What's fucking these kids up is fakeness, illusion. They getting on the internet with crop money, making nigga think that yo it's 300,000 easy. Instead of telling the nigga, no, it ain't work like this, yo. I earned this from this and I earned that for that. What's fucking people up is illusions, bro. What's fucking these kids up is illusions. A nigga don't want to work if he go on the internet and see a nigga with $50,000 and it might just be 10,000 and look like 50 because we know money. We know how sloppy money could look. He make it look
right.
good and shorty think he don't gotta work.
And
He
shorty
don't think
fake
he
the
gotta
shit
work.
like
If the nigga would have told him shit, nigga, I caught a body for this money. And I might go to jail for the rest of my motherfucking life. Don't do the stupid shit I do. Then a nigga got, then you could say, yo, I sent the message. Like, yo, how you get them tennis shoes, yo? I used to tell my friends that didn't hustle, how you stay fresh. Nigga, I hit packs at the school. What the fuck
right.
is that? I'ma show you. Brought my man out there, said, no, sir, I can't do that. You feel me? So I
So a
just let
big
him
law,
know.
big
Like,
the
I
shit
ain't ready
I love
act
about
like he said, yo, I thought you had a silver spoon in your mouth. I thought your peoples looked out for you like that. Hell no. These motherfucking fiends right here look out like that, bro. You want something? Hell no. I'm going home to my mother. You know what I mean? There wasn't nothing wrong with that, but I never was fake with them. Like, people be too fucking fake, bro. That's what be killing me, bro. And I think that's what's killing our community, yo. Be honest, be real, yo. If you got a check, hey, man, I hit a lick and I got up. Nigga, I
right.
worked 2 jobs and then my girl gave me some money when she
Tell
got a
your story
PPP
and let
loan.
it
That's how
resonate.
I got this. You know what I
Tell
mean?
your
Stop
story.
painting a picture
Yeah.
like it's all right, man. Let a nigga know, bro, man, shit, bro. That nigga not on Section 8, nigga. Or let a nigga know, nigga, I'm down bad, nigga. I'm just making this shit look good. Then you won't fuck the next generation up because they know you're really working for that boss, man, really jumping on
But
flights.
but
He
I tell
really
you what,
grinding.
listen, if if you don't give a voice, then there's no shit for nobody to choose. You dig what I'm trying to say? So that's what I be trying to say. I feel like a lot of people when I talk to artists coming up and I work with them that was young, they feel, oh, I gotta go do this is because this what I see winning. It's not really what's in my heart. It's not really my truth.
Exactly.
I'm doing it for the likes. I'm doing it for the hype instead of really doing it for what
But
I'm really doing. And
illusion.
that's where it go back with hip hop. The shit was always entertainment, but it wasn't illusion being sold. Why you think niggas videos was straight in the gutter where they was from? And they used to get mad when Puff got in it and made it so glamorous. And it was like, yo, we selling a little bit of the image. It was like the shit be deep when you say about the people that care. And I was like, when that type of energy is took over, we lose the truth of the art. The art can be the most negative shit. DMX did a hell of a job of being him and still uplifting people.
Yeah, I mean, they say, like I say, bro. I got friends that went to college and they're successful off of it. I never knocked the man for what he do. I respect my friends that went to college and didn't fake the struggle. We had a saying back in the day: if your mother and them was looking out for you and you had family and you ain't had to be outside, we call that faking the struggle. You was no good to that. So we respect the other side of it, but the other side can teach the other side, meaning that if you a college guy and you in your senior year of college and you a black dude and you came from the urban community and you see the next little nigga that don't want to sell drugs and don't want to engage in criminal activities, you can't put your big hat on because you a singer. It go both ways in the streets and in the real world. It remains the same. It's being 100, bro. It's being real, bro. That's all we saying. Black people, not nobody else. Black people, be real within yourself. Stop getting a new pair of tennis shoes and act like you ain't had them bitches on layaway for you got them all because you fucking up your man that's trying to go out here and do something that he didn't
Yeah,
want
man,
to really
he
do,
got
thinking that
dude.
he got to go above when you just hit him with game, bro. You can put $30 down on these joints, then put 40 and get them off in 2 weeks. Then a nigga, oh, that's what we doing. Now the nigga know.
Right.
Now you catch a nigga get 20 pair of shoes because he know the hustle. Instead of nigga, we get the hustle and just show off on the nigga. Even on both sides in the real world, you go on the job, nigga got a job, nigga want to bitch you because they nigga in the company, he a supervisor. You want to be hard on a new guy because that's all you fucking know. It goes both ways on both sides of the fence, bro. We just gotta be real and keep it 100, bro. The hip hop community, yo, got a big voice. Hip hop don't just got a big voice on the African American community. It has a big voice on the universe. It is the genre of music that control Earth. Hip hop controls Earth. It doesn't control just a community. Every culture will dress like us, act like us, talk like
That's
us,
why.
and want
That's
to
why
be
Kendrick.
like us and get
That's why I'm
more
glad somebody like.
benefits off us than us.
That's why I'm glad that they not like us hitting the vibrational like that because it's the fact that people can have fun with a different record with a message in it. Again, it's not the most disrespectful record. He shitted on a nigga, but it's a whole bunch of shit. There's a message in that shit. It's parts you can sing that's catchy. It's just a vibe.
They had Bloods and
And
Crips dancing together, man. It's a
yeah,
fucking movement. It's a beautiful thing. They felt like they won a battle. I felt like California, before we get off, I felt like they not us because somebody brought up to my attention. He's saying it the best way they could say it. It's not a diss record, but it's a clear, straight to the point diss record. Everything he's saying in the record is what we could say. They not like us. Bro,
right,
I'm not into doing no fuck shit. I'm not into fornicating with little girls. I'm not
right,
into none of the shit he said on the song. They not like us. That's all he just letting a nigga know. It's them and then it's us. It don't matter if you black, white, Puerto Rican, yellow, Haitian. You could be like, bro, we Asian, but he not like us. He not the type of Asian like us. He don't move like us. You getting them saying? And he brought a culture together saying, yo, the people that's like us need to stick together, bro. Need to stick together and stop faking, bro. That's the number one rule to all evil. Just stop faking. The world be a better place, bro. It'll world be a better place. Stop faking, bro. Never wearing no fake chain. I'm never doing no crop money. I'm never telling no nigga no whole bunch of lies. I'ma tell a nigga how I got it and what I did it, bro. With pride, bro. And that's what's missing. See, boss man, we came up out of that Martin Luther King, that civil rights era, that
right,
strong in the 60s, that hippie 70s and that 80s. When that shit start hitting, trembling down to us, these kids is as precious as our babies. Might not be your child, might not be my child, but when you 38 and over and you had a baby at 15, 16, 17, and 18, they're the guys that's under 30 years old. So the motherfuckers be pointing the fingers left and right. You gotta do the U-turn. You gotta do the U-turn. You know what I'm saying? You
right.
gotta do the U-turn, bro. You gotta do the U-turn. When niggas do this, you know what I mean? It'd be a better fucking place, bro. You know what I'm saying? Got to do the U-turn. Yo, we grew up in the era when niggas should have that respect. So when we went to jail and we fell victim to the Ronald Reagan laws and the Hillary Clinton laws and all of them was put in place, we were taking out the community and these kids was there to govern themselves. And 16-year-olds started being OGs to 12-year-olds, and it was the blind leading the blind, and the women couldn't handle the projects. And a lot of dudes got money, and a lot of dudes that were soft ran away from the youth instead of engaging them. And then when men started coming home out of prison or men started trying to tell them something, they feel like, man, fuck that. My daddy got life, or my uncle's been down for years now, and I'm the man. You get what I'm saying? Dudes are scared to step up because a younger guy might be doing better than them. They start calling him his big homie. I ain't care how better I was doing when I was hustling. The older niggas never looked at me like I was nothing but they motherfucking little man is getting some money. It's about time. Dudes is
So
calling they little man they OG.
everybody is doing. I've seen that calling
Yeah,
you big.
them niggas let you know, them old niggas, you been through it. Hey, boss man, you come up,
Yeah,
boy. Hit me.
yeah,
I
right.
come out
Yeah,
there. I ain't come out as nigga, you my OG. That's my big homie Fat Ham. Hell
right,
no. Nigga, look out for me.
right.
I need $100. Damn,
Oh,
niggas
no,
usually
you
asking for
gotta do that.
20.
No, a thousand
Yeah,
percent.
like, come on, man. So I just look at it like, bro, when we get in this game and start thinking like you never been a fake guy, I see the message to your music and what makes it good. Your shit is good. You get what I'm saying? A lot of us is giving a positive message. B. Gaddy did it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Kirk Smoke did it. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers out here working as people in school systems and community that's working that's never recording it. It's people that feed the homeless every day that's never recording it. People honor people that's recording it. People think you got to be on the story to show wealth and show success. The most successful people don't post every day. I don't give a fuck what a nigga talking about because they ain't got time to do it. They ain't got time to do it. They ain't
Right,
got time to be motherfucking looking at a bunch of illusion. I hate it. My friends in the content world tell me, boy, you gotta start posting. I said, bro, it's hard
nah,
for me to
that
stay on
shit.
that
Right
Instagram,
there,
man.
it was like I still was making music, but it was so hard for me to just even let this weirdo shit that came with the internet. I was like, I don't know,
That weirdo
but
shit that came with the internet is
that's when it
devastating.
first came out. But it started balancing itself out though. That's what I'm saying. It started like you can get some real shit going on,
Yeah.
and they're doing it. But I feel it. Salute to you too, my brother. You the dude, the blogs per show.
Yeah, the blogger pro show. I know what's up. I'm down with them. What's good, bro? Coco T, bro. What up? Baptist of Frequency. What up? Who else was
Keep it
in
on high
there?
frequency. That's
Neville,
it.
Hector. Uh, yeah. Who else in there? Yo, people be tapping in, fucking with it, but bro, like I like your perception of it. I just feel like when I was in prison, I had this one idea, and it was called New Growth, and I was like, yo, what if we could just start preaching a different gospel? And I feel like
Right.
one person that came with that idea, and I don't know him from Adam Need, was Wallow. I was thinking about that, like, yo, what if I become a
Yeah.
motivational speaker when I come home, but not the normal motivational speaker? Because I don't want to sit there and say, I don't want to have a suit and tie on and doing that, nigga. I want to put my
And no,
motherfucking
I
blunt
love
out
it.
on the table and tell them what I got to tell them. That's how I always felt. I was like, yo, I don't want to wear a suit. Like, my father was a cold blooded, pretty dude used to brush my hair so much, it used to make my head hurt. I used to tell myself when I get
Right.
older, I'm never having waves. Never. I told myself when I'm getting older, I'm never having waves. Ain't that fucked up? I told my I'm now because this nigga used to get ass whippings about my hair. Now I said, no,
Right.
I said when I get older, I'm never having waves. Never having them, bro. I'm always gonna have a nappy hair. This nigga got me fucked up. Fucking with me about my motherfucking hair every day, talking about keep brushing it. Why I ain't got the cap on? No, sir. Like certain shit we grow up, we can't do no more. Nah, see, I keep the look at my shit. No, sir. My father
Right.
turning over in his grave. He was a pretty motherfucker, and I was just the opposite. You know what I mean? Ask me, man, why you clothes like that, nigga? Cause they mine. But I couldn't say that to
No.
my father,
And,
but I'm
and
thinking to myself,
last
it's my shit.
what, what I say with this is a double back I meant because you said something about the Wallow shit. What I like about his message is that he noticed he said when I did it, everybody was they hitting Gilly saying, yo, this nigga come home wilding. And what he did was added commercialism to a message. And that's why I said when people really what a commercial really is, it's a way to sell a message.
Right.
Real shit. That's why I said we used to censor. You couldn't put certain shit on the radio because that's all we had. If you want to go find the crazy shit that we know is going on, you had to go pay extra to find it or do something extra. But if you got, we're not going to program the people with this the most ignorant shit because they got to see it every day. And that's something that, like, you know what I'm saying? Where I feel like stepping, it's a way that you can get the message across and you'll get your tribe of people that's on it and lift it. And shit is switching, I'm telling you. This shit, all the bullshit is getting out. People
Yeah, I
sick of
thought
that shit.
about that. Like
Yeah,
saying your message your way.
yeah.
That's what I was getting to. Like Wallow just said his message your way and it wasn't with a suit and tie on. I felt like he reached the masses because it made sense. It
But yeah,
just was
all that
coming
running,
from a nigga did
all that
20
running
years.
was the commercial part. It was like,
Yeah.
oh, laugh at this, but I gotta sell them. Shit, we going through rings. Let me.
He just didn't sell you nothing fake. You seen the man kept wearing his joggers. He showed you he shopped at Target. He didn't fake with you. Now you see him getting these full $500,000 cars. He didn't fake with you, so it's easy to buy into real. The thing is, he's trying to show the world, like myself, you, and other few men and women out here, is that real sells. You know what I'm saying? Being real sells 100%, bro. Like you can't knock being real, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Real sells 100%. You could you could sell real 100%, bro. Like, and that's what I feel like Wallow did, bro. Wallow's so real, bro. Like people respect real more than fake, bro. Authentic sells more than anything, bro. I just don't believe in it. You get what I'm saying? I just don't believe in the fakeness. Be 100. You get what I'm saying? When you be 100, bro, it take you a long way. I tell people that all the time. Lying, conniving, running game, and that shit get you hurt. It gets you hurt, point blank, period. It gets you hurt, bro. And that's what I think that's killing the youth. That's what I think kill relationships, home bodies, think kill like homeboyness and for friends with people. It's because people just be fake and just don't know how to read between the lines. You know what I mean? People don't know how to read between the lines. People just don't know how to shut the fuck up. People don't know how to be understanding. People don't know how to think before they talk. You know what I mean? That's real bad in our community, and we abuse that social media platforms for the wrong thing. Like, yo, if you live off of social media every day, you're gonna get caught outside. You're gonna get caught in a box that's unreal. It's not real. The parties and shit not real. Niggas is flexing. Motherfucking 90% of the women is using filters. They using filters to make their face look better than what it is. Like, come on, my nigga. Like, come on, my nigga. Dudes just putting ones under 50s and hundreds, bro. Like, stop playing. Somebody gonna get hurt. Like, you get what I'm saying? I be telling my girl all the time, I be confused when motherfuckers change their head. That's why I don't like fake hair and makeup. I promise you, I'm not one of these. It's too confusing for me. You know what I mean? Just as a person, it's very, very confusing for me. Like, just be your fucking self. Be who you is, bro. This ain't fucking Hollywood. Like, god damn it, Jim. But hey, man, I thank y'all for tapping in tonight, man. I'm gonna do more of these vlogs, man. When I just be tapping in with different artists, different one of my friends be locking, and I probably gonna lock with my man Sean Brown on one of these joints, and my man, my nephew Spaz. You know, Kenny tapped in. Dudes be tapped in, man. But if you looking at this, man, and you been tapping in with me for like this last couple hours, man, subscribe to my channel, man. We trying to get to 10K. Share my channel, man. You know what I mean? Check out my resume. Over 400 pieces on my channel. Buy a t-shirt, support the channel, bro. So thank you for subscribing, bro. Like, support the channel, bro. Just support what we doing, bro. We independent. We've been doing this shit for 6 years. Check my history from one to now. You know what I mean? It's pretty good, man. Just tap in to the channel, man. Raw Dope Podcast on everything. Raw Dope Podcast on everything. Spotify. The link is in the description. Spotify. You can catch up on my old episodes, all that. You know what I mean? We trying to get this channel to the next level. We from Baltimore City. You know what I mean? Raw Dope stands for the rawest and dopest interviews on the planet. We just keep it a buck. We don't play the 50. We don't play the 99.9. We just keep it a buck, and we just deliver real content for real people. You don't gotta be on our channel. You don't gotta subscribe. You don't gotta listen to what we gotta say. This is our channel. That's why it's called Raw Dope. You get what I'm saying? It's us. We the rawest and dopest interviews on the planet, man. The rawest and dopest content on the planet, bro. You get what I'm saying? We speak from a real I speak from a real standpoint in life, bro. And I know that's hard to get. And that's why it's taking so long for the numbers to run up, because niggas speak from a real standpoint, and nigga not with all that janky shit, lying and faking and doing a bunch of old shit for the trying to go viral, bro. We're just gonna go viral off the natural, man. Subscribe to my channel, like the channel, go shopping on the channel, whatever you can do to support the channel. I really appreciate it.